Hello.
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 Hi.
Uh,
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 which was it? Which was it? At least we caught it early this time. At least we caught it early this time. At least we caught it early this time.
You've been attacked directly by your cat. Lose 1,000 life points.
Wait, is this Twitch or is this something else? YouTube? Uh just Red Scott? It's indicated on your thing at least that you're talking, but
Okay, how about now? Hello? 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 Finally! It worked! It worked! After 40 years! Apologies,
Zo-
everyone. Welcome to today's session of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling World. 3 bosses in a hot tub. Technical difficulties, because we're all banana people.
we are made of potassium. Yes.
Potassium is friend. Potassium is lord.
Can't believe
Potassium.
I'm agreeing
I
for a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Sunday church? I'm not gonna do that. Okay. So, are y'all ready to go?
Yep, that should be good.
Yep.
Okay, so we shall smack dab. I switch screens. Give the recap. Tip.
Are you sure? But Soul was such an integral part. I'm joking. And unfortunately, Soul was not here last time when we did this uh session, not a session. Last time, since we started out with me, Cam was in the middle of one of our usual dream sequences where we gain flashbacks of characters we bonded with, and I got to go through them in quite a order. As I started off with Crystal, whom Cam learned was not was pretty much abandoned by her parents, who were I believe slaves and given her up for slavery.
Let's
If I
boil this down into simpler things. They used their child to get them out of slavery.
Yeah, that. Then I move over to Laquari because I got to see his dream, and he was pretty much in a position where he's like, uh, he's being threatened by a bigger Laquari as if one was a prey against a predator. Uh, And then I moved over to Trixie, who I learned could invade my dreams and was basically doing a prank on me and putting me in Laquari's shoes, as Cam fell back into their more do or die instincts as they were gonna fight back against the bigger Laquari in this prey versus predator situation. Before Trixie went, "No, it's a prank, bro." And then we moved on to Horace's dream, who was standing in front of 5 gravestones. Sad little man. And then lastly, I went with Bolt, who was my last choice, and he was just running across rooftops like a goofball. A positive note to end a 5 dream sequence.
That's 4 dream. No, wait, that is wait. It actually was 5 dream sequences.
Yep. That was a fun order we went in for Cam.
Mhm.
Uh, for people, because we had to skip order. Cam very much understands Crystal and Laquari's positions in that of those 5 dreams. And moving on, after Cam woke up, Crystal threw a brick into their room. Uh, didn't shatter a window, but threw one in there where Cam could see it and read from their message that cooking class was today. And they zooped off, accidentally locking Aqua into the room because Aqua was not there at the time. Aqua's player, it is.
Okay, let's boil this down for one particular reason. Tip was the only Tip was the only PC there that session.
Yeah. Then we done some cooking. I believe we went over like, oh yeah, here's all the people cooking. I'm the teacher, Miss Amory, I think.
Altaria, Miss Altaria.
Altaria. We're gonna cook 3 things, and the first thing we cooked was steak. Cam made skewers. Uh, Everyone else made their own thing. Chadwick made something raw but edible. Uh,
Beef tartare.
and beef tartare. I forgot what everyone else made, but I remember Kira having difficulty.
Yeah. I mean, the specifics doesn't really matter as much to the others.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. Then we went to cook. Then went to cook a turkey. Cam, we got to partner up with people this time. And me being me, decided like, okay, I'm gonna partner up with Quarry. Any of the people cooking right now,
Mhm.
and as I call out Quarry, I thought, okay, this is a good time to try his green attribute because I got a new gift for Laquari. This is also a good time to guess what it is. I have a guess or two, and my first one was pretty close. I guessed cooperation, and then I said combination, and I got it right.
Yes, because Glad Beast.
Glad beast. Contact fusion. So Laquari just bounced up 2 levels and grew even bigger as I cook a turkey on his back.
Mhm.
Around that time, Aqua woke up and came by class, also receiving a message from Crystal and via Brick, and spotted Trixie, who was having a time, and decided to help her. And Trixie went, "Oh yeah, I'm down for this. I'm willing to hold myself back to cook with you, cause gay." Uh, they made a fairly nice turkey, I think.
Yeah, it was a gay old time. Everyone had
Gay
fun.
old time. And last thing we all cooked was fish, and something Aqua was very familiar with.
Aqua did not want to cook the fish.
Yeah.
So the teacher gave them gave them beets.
Gave them beats, and we got to talk about cooking mechanics. That beat gave Aqua 2 XP.
Yeah, so roots or root-based foods slash plants are going to be rare because those gave XP as their basic food thing.
Yep, and a bunch of other greens we use had different benefits.
Hmm. Yeah, because we're technically here, I'll go over a couple of the meats. Particularly, turkey is a poultry, so it gives a +1 to rolls to die, and on a DC 20 or higher, it becomes a +2. This turkey was considered low quality. Fish is considered the seafood category. Basic DC 15 for 1 DR. T6. Sorry, I'm burping. Apologies. DC 25 for the high DC of +2 DR. This was high quality fish. And then beef. Red meats. This was basic. Its basic DC was 12. It gives a +1 to roll 2. On the higher one, it was a +2. This was medium quality.
And that's our ingredients so far.
The reason why they all have different things is because Cam's a chef.
Cam's a chef, and I will pull any and all ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
You think gonna start with dinosaur meat? I'm finding more monsters to consume.
Yeah, we even had I'm just gonna say this. On the other cards, you could have got some fish. Some
I
top
see.
quality fish.
I see. Would have made healing Zio's wound easier.
Hmm. So,
Uh,
as now we get here, and it's
yeah, we
session.
basically.
Oh, you first.
I was gonna say, basically, after the cooking stuff, Aqua and Trixie had a talk, a girl talk. Uh, Cam drank some potions, went through horrifying transformations, somehow resulted back to mostly Cam. Uh, Aqua, noticing how wounded both Cam and Trixie was, paid 20 DP to heal our wound, and then we all went to the pool. Because which squad deserves to have a nice time?
Hmm. And then they found the three bosses sitting in a hot tub, 5 feet together, because they are. That cut is on purpose.
Yeah.
So, it is time. So, hey, hey Vaughn, because technically we did a lot of Cam yesterday, last technical session. Hey Vaughn,
Um,
after getting back to the place, I'm gonna say this. No matter what was happened, it was about 12, so your guys were basically thrown into medical area for a quick checkup, slash just bandages, and then you were immediately tossed to y'all's rooms.
Hmm.
For one particular reason. It's understaffed and nobody wants to deal with people at night.
There's a curfew.
Yep.
Makes yeah, makes sense. Which sort of asks the question about missions and if said missions take too long before you have to, you know, get back. So I guess people can just walk in, but if you want anything done, you have to do it in the morning.
Yep.
Pretty much. I'm gonna say this. In the school's history, there has been some points where that wasn't true, where they had to rush things. Everybody hated it.
I think the scene just sort of lands on Vaughn taking uh taking out some of the extra clothing he got from the siren and is starting to hang it up in his own little closet. Kind of. It's more of just a broom closet, but he's made into just a clothing store.
Hmm. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Stuffing all the bodies in there.
All the extras that I could switch out.
The bodies in the room. The bodies in the.
Okay. But once that's done, setting that all up, he takes out the steak, and even though he was beat up pretty badly from all the fighting, so he just decides, all right, just sort of stabs himself right in the shoulder, healing him at the time, and is going to then think about it. Wait, have I?
I'm gonna
taken
make
a
this real quick joke. As you try stabbing into your shoulder, for some reason your hands become butterfingers. It bounces. For some reason it bounces and then hits you in your back.
What? How?
As it hits you, you know how where your heart is, like in the front, basically where your heart is, where where your heart is. Basically, it's that in the back.
At least it doesn't go over the belts, which is fine because as he just realizes he now has his clothes stapled to himself now. Uh,
I'm sorry, it is
and
called
we
the
haven't even
anti-steak.
and we haven't even gone to the. I haven't even taken a shower yet. Oh, I've completely messed this all up.
I was gonna ask, do you try adjusting your clothes with the steak?
He tries.
Your clothes, you can take them off. And particularly,
Oh,
the steak looks translucent right now.
oh,
If you look in a mirror.
huh. So it is. As he looks himself in the, of course, the mirror installed into the door, the inside of the door. All right, good. Sounds like it is shower time. Because I was in a cave and got roughed up by a dinosaur. This is my life now. After that, after that, he gets ready to go to the shower. Anything happen in between there and then?
No. You have a restful, basically, bed in the shower.
Okay. He'll come back. Probably see that. Well, knowing Zeal, he probably is already asleep with his clothes on.
Yeah.
Also for the meme.
Yeah, that was fun.
Dinosaur crazy. Okay, I'm gonna stop interrupting you.
Yeah, but Vaughn will then walk over to Zeal and just drape the covers over him, just to be sure. And then he'll his sleeping clothes are basically just pajama pants and a white t-shirt with sandals, those soft sandals that old people have.
Okay, you're just describing my outfit right now.
But yeah, he's in that outfit as he goes to bed, gets ready for what could be tomorrow.
Yep, as you take that little bit of respite. As to everybody here, you wake up. It's a bright afternoon.
Huh.
You realize
This
something.
one.
You realize something. You fucking subbed for a while.
He blinks for a second. For him, it's like he closed his eyes, finally went to sleep, and then he wakes up and it's like no dream, nothing, just huh.
As you see on your carpet, a stack of 4 bricks.
Wow. I slept so hard I made bricks.
Whoever drawing the brick, thank you.
He slides out of bed and just looks at his I don't know if it's his, but he looks at the 4 bricks and just
Okay, I'm gonna go this real quick. When you look at all the bricks, basically the first one says cooking class. Cooking classes today. The next one is, hey, are you awake? The third one is, wake up, please. And the last one is, please toss these out of your window when you wake up. Cooking class has ended. All of them have all of them have the little like in the corner. Basically, in the corner, these are crystals. They all have Crystal's name in the corner of them.
it takes him a solid second until he looks at he and Zeal's window.
It is not broken.
Oh.
It looks like, but your windows are open.
Oh wow, he must have a really good forearm for this. Huh. He'll look out. What time of day is it?
Okay, if you want me to give you like the rough bit, it's like somewhere between 10 and 11.
In the morning?
Yep.
Okay.
So it is
Wow.
about the time of afternoon, but it is still morning-ish.
Must have missed early classes. If right, I still need to look at that file. Uh the pamphlet. And he'll just grab the bricks and just after once he's read them all, he just throws them outside. Looks down. He after the first one realizes what he's done. Looks down to make sure nobody's there.
As the first brick is tossed, you see a spider web catch it.
Oh, okay.
And the moment that you toss them, you see several spider webs hit. And after a couple seconds, you see them all get pulled up to the room above you.
He watches it as it goes like past the window. And he pokes his head out just to see it keep going up. Just go. Should I have replied? As he yells up.
No, thank you for tossing them. You're the only one I could actually just ask to toss out. The rest I have to collect myself.
All right.
As you find your upstairs neighbor.
Oh.
I'm
Huh.
sorry.
No, I'm just more confused that this is a mixed storm.
They, all of them are technically mixed.
Oh, neat.
Like
Thank you.
right now, the one that I'm in is I have Trixie and why am I forgetting it? Horace. Horace is in here also. At least in
I
my
like to
drawer.
think I like to think that's in character. He's like, what's his name again?
She's I'm not gonna lie here. She's probably had 5 conversations with him.
Yeah, no, I
All of
know
them
you're
have
talking.
been brief. 5 conversations, all of them less than 5 sentences.
Okay. Before you leave, what classes are currently going on? Because I kind of missed the first couple.
Uh, There is a afternoon. There, technically, track is about to be going about now. You can just visit the stud. You can visit the hall of. Why am I forgetting his name? Nervy, what's your teacher's name again?
Professor Gray.
You could go to the hall of Professor Gray. He is basically always teaching. But warning with Professor Gray, he wants a conversation. He's curious about the other worlds that people come from.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Basically has to climb back in from having half of his body out.
Yep.
But after that, he more creaks the window to let some air in, but not a ton. Looks over at Zeal, and Zeal hasn't moved. But he doesn't wake him up or anything, so he'll just let him be.
Mhm. Even compared to you, he is asleep like a corpse.
Uh, then Vaughn will go over and start dressing up his normal clothing.
Mhm.
He doesn't want to shake up the place yet with his outfits.
Mm. I'm sorry that I keep bringing it up, keep jumping in. I just want to say this: how long does it take him to put on all those belts?
You think it would be super difficult or really annoying, but then you find out that most of these belts are glued together as well as like stitched together. So instead of these 15 belts or so, uh it takes like a leg, an arm, and then the torso. About like 10 minutes. And then the coat and all the actually it would be more the pants, undershirt, belts, and then coat. A total of like 15 minutes just to get dressed.
Okay
That's
then.
that's a lot in comparison to a normal t-shirt and pants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not as bad as it could be though.
Yeah.
That
Also,
was
sorry if you hear a dog barking.
Vaughn always blesses the day that he was born with good looks because he doesn't have to wear makeup.
As you basically leave the area, what you plan to do? The world's your oyster.
I could go to track. Actually, a bit of running would help, especially if more dinosaurs come to chase after us.
Do
But
you want me to give you some helpful options?
sure.
Track. If you want to buy stuff, go to the shop area. Grab lunch.
for a late breakfast.
Late breakfast brunch. Or visit Mr. Gray and his Hall of Secrets. Those are probably the best options for you right now.
Or if
At
there's a
least
particular
close by.
if there's a particular character you want to meet, you can also probably find them.
Yeah.
Okay. So Vaughn's probably gonna grab uh, what is track is just running around, right?
Track is, but yeah.
Then
Track
again,
is track is a lot of.
been
Oh, you first.
yeah, so he's only been dead for now 2 days. And while he feels as though he can run around just fine, especially after fight with Dinosaur and Fairy? Trickster being? he feels as though he should figure out what to do with go for more technique rather than using his natural strength just to deal with things. So he'll go towards the track area.
As you get to the track, so I use my favorite asset of this game, black squares. It's very hard to find flattish maps of a track field that look nice. Give me a second. We have to drag the people who will probably be there.
That's fine.
No, no. Yeah, that's the only one here for me.
You get these two from me.
Yep, as you also see, this lady. As you get here. Oh, another person. Are you ready? Looks over to Yvonne.
Sorry, I had to grab something.
Oh, no problem.
Well, what was said?
Is it? Oh, a new person. Are you ready?
Yep, just about.
Okay,
Is-
then. Everybody, get next to me. We'll be running at the same pace. We're going to be doing at least 3 laps. Let's have some fun.
This Heather walks up to you and just like, hello. And Bolt also waves very like excitedly.
Hey there, name's Vaughn.
I'm Heather. I think we've kind of
Yeah.
met.
A brief conversation.
And Bolt is just like kind of hopping like in place. I'm Bolt.
Nice to meet you.
Weird question. Do you like races?
I'm more of a fashionista, I will say. He says as he spins around a little bit just to show off his outfit. The stake is still in his back.
No. I don't really understand fashion, but like, you look good.
That's the point.
And you see Heather look at you with like a very critical eye. Like you can tell that she also has an eye for fashion to a certain extent. She's examining.
He lets himself be examined.
Yeah. She smiles. You can't quite tell exactly what opinions she's reached.
He just nods and does a bit of stretching, and normally for him it would be overreaching. You know how you would get into that Goku stretching,
Yeah.
and Vaughn goes a little over, and even he's surprised a bit, as his back shouldn't be angled at nearly 90 degrees. Whoa. He stables himself and just goes, wow, I'm a lot more flexible than I thought.
Oh, I thought I need to put your spine back into place for a second.
No, I'm just recent dead.
Yep.
Oh, you're like zombie.
Weirdly more than you'd think.
Also, I'm just gonna move Bolt a little bit.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
We'll step back as Bolt will get a little bit in your face.
I'm just doing that for so the characters all look in the same
Yeah, like
angle.
I'm sorry, but when there are different angles, it's hard to get all the images looking at the same-ish area.
Yeah, you're good.
Light novel version. Which is a good thing because those work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, I think me and Zombie are from the same world.
Oh, cool. Was it like a cool world? Was everyone a zombie?
No. Actually, it was just normal people. Normal humans. No other races, actually.
No, same. So like there was a lot of people that could do weird things.
Does I wouldn't really want to get into it. It's not very cool. It's just a lot of people making stuff. A lot of exciting things.
Exciting thing sounds pretty cool, but we probably should start
Yeah.
running. I feel like we're holding up the Miss Elclane is kind of like giving me that look that he's about to like grab me.
That's the moment that he says that, Bolt is picking up.
I knew
Bolt,
it.
catch up. Tosses Bolt.
I accept your challenge.
Okay, let's go. Sorry,
Bolt.
I have to toss Bolt every once in a while because he is probably the fastest among y'all.
Not gonna doubt it.
So, let's keep going. She's basically trying to make y'all go about the same pace. See if y'all can run together.
Is this like a jog run, a very fast run, or just
Jogging. This is good. This is
okay?
supposed to be jogging. Let's put this in. She would probably, as I will actually go into a little bit of explaining. Technically, this is basically track whatever. I'm just gonna give y'all a little bit of advice with this one. If y'all ever need a run together for one particular reason. If you're ever on a mission or in danger, because it's better to be in a group than just being alone. That's just why she's basically making y'all run as a group. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I guess the main aspect is just to organize people into having a certain pace so that when stuff hits the fan, it doesn't lead to people getting left behind in a dangerous situation.
People getting left behind, that's pretty much it. That's what she's trying to give y'all at least to go by. So I like to give everybody a single D20. Everybody's getting to get a D20.
I will roll first for Bolt.
So
Bolt
try
is
getting
it this?
close each. So everybody's gonna be rolling. Let's hope that y'all can get close to the same number. Everybody roll a D20.
Okay, so that's, and I assume it's plus swing.
I don't think Heather's rolled yet.
Heather has not rolled.
I rolled for off on the side.
Okay.
I apologize. As you were putting them on the map, I can redo them here.
Yes. I put them on here for one particular reason. So, I like to put this in simpler terms, so what happens immediately? Bolt catches up and starts to run at the same pace as you, zombie. Not zombie, Vaughn.
Hmm.
Same thing with Heather. Y'all both keep going at the same time. Alkaline's just a little ahead of y'all, and after a few seconds she pulls back. As y'all were the only 3 people who were running. She was left behind. She forgot that she was pushed to run. As y'all basically get done with that. In simpler terms, what this was supposed to be is, hey, can y'all get around? Depending on who rolled, y'all had to try to get around the same number. All of you got 14s.
That's kind of crazy.
Yes. Miss Alkaline, who technically had advantage, got 15. God, y'all basically blew that in the park. As y'all basically running together, y'all basically feel about pretty much the same. Hey Vaughn,
Mm-hmm.
up right now. Ah, you will be gaining a singular inspiration, a different colored.
Oh.
It is running inspiration. Any activity that is due with running or basically getting away, you have inspiration for it. You can't use this like normal inspiration. You can't toss into any roll. But this one, if you somehow get a lot of it, you can basically toss. If you somehow have like 5 of these, and you do the roll and you don't hit it, Pacific Inspiration, you can toss as much as you want into it. Now, like after the roll, you can only add 2. If you understand what I'm tossing down.
That it could be used to either catch up or be with other people instead of running ahead.
Yes, that's another effect of it. I was just going off of the basic rolling.
Okay.
That's an actual thing with it. Uh, if you expend one of these, I could basically pull you into a area with somebody else. If let's put this in simpler area, if like certain person like when Trixie fell down the hole, you could just spend this to also fall down the hole but take half damage. So you would negate some of the negative of falling down the hole, but still sticking with a party member. If this is getting understood.
Yeah. It's a catch-up die.
Yeah.
Basically, but you can use it as a basic d6 for something to do with running. As after all of you get through that, basically running for like a good 10 minutes straight, jogging for 10 minutes straight. It's not strenuous as some things could be, but it's just y'all basically running to try and suit the other. For y'all, it's not that hard. Y'all basically keep in the same area. And after that, y'all get basically step back. Paul has wandered away.
Oh,
Uh,
Yes.
as soon as we get back, Vaughn just sort of notices, hey, weren't there 4 of us?
Wait, was there 4 of y'all?
no, I think there was just 3. Heather says.
I remember there being another harpy. I forget her name.
Wait, Polo's here? Wait, Polo was here. Fuck. Okay. If you want to do races, you can. They leave.
It's probably fine.
Probably. Oh, okay. So I kind of get the point of this class, but I think it's also a good point to talk to people.
Yeah, I you get your body moving, you get to talk to people. What's not to like?
Hmm. I should be way more tired. Man, being undead does things to you, huh?
Mm, I mean, if it makes it tougher and cooler, I mean, I'd take that.
Eh, cool is something you have to be rather than you have to die for. Ugh, but
Also, real quickly, something flies past all of you.
Oh, there he goes.
A black blur.
uh, what was that?
Bolt waves. Oh, I think that was zombie.
Huh?
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
He just flies across the school?
Shrugs.
Huh. Poor guy.
Yeah, he. It's kind of tough. Like I try to get close to him because he seems kind of depressed, but it doesn't. I feel like it just makes things more awkward half the time.
Hmm. I think it's more of a luck thing on him.
Yeah.
You can get cursed here, right?
At this, Heather's gonna speak up. Yes, that is a thing that can happen. It's pretty rare. Um, I don't think that's. I'm not sure if Zombie actually is under a curse or not. I don't think he's under a curse from here.
Well, there are curses, there are blessings. So, all we have to do is just find a blessing for Zombie, and maybe that should equal out whatever he's got.
Um, Heather just kind of nods once, and Bolt looks like absolutely flabbergasted. Like he looks incredibly awed by this idea. Like he's never thought of that. You're so right.
It's a perspective from a different world. You look at a situation, and if you've only ever dealt with it a certain way, you never really think about how to do it in the way that you're taught, in a different way than what you're taught. In my world, we have a lot of issues that come up, but once somebody figures that issue out, there's enough perspective to for everybody to at least use some way to figure it out. An example would be, let's say your car isn't working. After a lot of scrutiny, you'd think, oh, just banging it will work. Instead, the coolant or something is, well, gone. If somebody tells you, hey, you're missing a lot of coolant, you should probably refill it, then suddenly it should be fixed.
Bolt is not a like he understands this. Heather is smiling. Face unchanged, but you feel like she has no clue what you're talking about.
And with this world as it is, there should be enough things as I swear I had a steak. He looks around.
I mean, besides the one sticking out of your back.
Huh? What? He looks over. He tries to turn his head, and stops. He actually pushes his head a bit further than what it should be, but no snapping or breaking of anything happens. His neck just twists a bit more, and he looks down and just goes, "Oh, huh? There, yeah, there it is."
Oh, it's a fashion thing. Did someone like prank you?
No, no, it's a gift I got. One of the things, as his head whips back to normalcy. Ugh. that was from a mission I just did.
Oh,
It
cool.
actually heals me.
Been a while since I've been on missions.
There's a lot of cool things out there, and if we can find stuff like this, maybe it could help Zombie out, or even any of us if we're having issues.
Heather looks at the stake in your back. If we're talking about cursed or blessings, I would probably classify that as extremely cursed.
I know it clashes, he says as he looks at Heather. But I don't know how to get it out as he tries to reach for it, stretches his arm a bit more and is able to he tries to grab it. Is he able to?
I almost forgot to. Wait a second. Yes, I forgot to turn back on my voice for a second. Yes. You are able to touch it.
All right. He grabs it and tries to pull it out.
Have you ever just pulled on pieces of yourself?
So when he tries to pull it, it's like, oh, good, yeah, okay, that felt weird. All right, nope, it's stuck there.
I could try to get it. Maybe it's like you can't.
I don't think that's. It's 24 hours, I believe. I stuck it on me before I went to bed because I fought the. Oof, yeah, last mission was was fighting a dinosaur and then proceeding to go into a trap room or trap house.
Bolt's eyes are sparkling as you said you fought a dinosaur.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
God, you're cool. Okay, you fought a dinosaur with just like your fists. Did you punch it?
And a knife that he holds up his really beat up knife. Oh, right.
Oh, real quickly
Uh,
with your knife. Your knife. Uh, the hand. You'd think it would be broke to shit, but we're doing enough. It still has a cutting edge.
what the? He of- he tests the sharpness, trying to cut some hair off of his arm. You know those sharpness tests where you try and cut some hair off, but he realizes what the? I don't have any arm hair. I mean, it's still sharp, but that's. I came in with this knife from my world.
As you're holding the knife, you hear, does anybody have a knife?
Bolt elbows you.
Looks over.
As you see Miss Alkaline holding what looks like, okay, it's a thing that a net. As you see Paula tangled in it, as they have wandered into a net.
Oh
What?
no!
I walked 5 feet away. What happened?
Hmm. Uh, I do. He'll walk over. Just sort of cut a hole for her to get out of.
Paula gets out. Thank you. I forgot. I did not realize that they left.
Oh my gosh, you hurt? That looked like that was a very interesting situation you got yourself in.
I was just walking and then I fell in water and then somebody threw a net and then that happened.
Hmm. I probably should try to avoid falling in water. You have wings. You could fly out.
I forgot about that.
Vaughn walks over to Elkalane.
Yep.
Who do people throw nets at students or set traps here?
No, from what I could tell, she fell into. Makala here. Somehow she got to one of the nearby lakes, and then she just basically fell in. And somebody was also throwing a lot. Somebody was throwing a net to catch fish at the same time. I don't know how how the hell that happened at the same goddamn time. Oh,
Quite skilled at getting in very strange situations.
Hmm.
okay. Question.
Didn't know how to get out of.
Did any of y'all do? Did any of you decide to race against each other?
Oh, no, we were just talking.
Okay then.
I'm sure I couldn't beat either of these two.
On land.
Yes.
Okay then. What? You know what? Let's actually see. Who wants to give? Who wants to give it a roll?
I'll try.
Bolt is jumping up and down, like hand in the air, waving, pick me, pick me, pick me.
It's not. They are not going by pygmy. They're like, okay, let's see. Let's see, because Heather basically said. They basically said, in simple terms, Heather challenged you two. She's like, okay, let's see this.
Ready for a race, Bolt?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I shall go.
I mean, you already got a flyer. I don't know if me being here will add much.
Oh, are y'all talking about?
Hmm. I wouldn't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Oh, but let's see. Let's see who. It's all about. It's all just a little contest.
Of course.
Vaughn takes a moment to get into a running position. The sprinters.
Yep.
Bolt has not moving since you saw him. He is never motion has never stopped for Bolt.
Vaughn tries to think about the Olympics. How did they run? How did they move? He's a lot more flexible than when he used to be. And now that with all the strength he has, he'll try and he's not going to try and race against anyone specifically more than just go for perfection in running.
Okay, then. So let's actually get this. I'm hopping a d6 in front of all of you. I would like to ask y'all to roll to roll to die.
Bolt gets a yellow 6 for free.
I don't know if I should use my inspiration for this.
This is just to pick a color. To pick a swing. Okay.
We'll go with
Both of
yeah.
I was gonna say both of your fours kind of make sense.
Yeah, one's a thrill seeker of how far can I go, and Calm is the dead for calming himself and getting to the zone. We'll go with Red for this one, trying to go beyond his limits now that he can, with a lot less consequence.
What's Paula
Okay.
walk?
Paula, Paula, you know what? Fuck it. Paula's in a yellow mood.
That's
Today's a yellow day.
sorry. Red is where I was at. My bad.
You shift their colors. No.
My bad.
No problem. Now it's time to roll the d20 of fate. Also, Nervy, you have dice in front of you.
Yes, I am not gonna roll Heather's for a very specific reason in front of you.
Oh yeah, we know this. I'm just putting there for a reason.
Yes.
18. An extra d6 because of a certain thing. Cough, 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 or dual spirit. Cough, cough, cough.
Off cough.
So what was your swing, Vaughn?
Vaughn's was Thrill Seeker, so red.
So
4.
yep. So in total we have 16, 20, 20, 23 actually.
Yep.
28. And what did Heather get?
Heather loses.
Okay. As when it comes to each one of you, y'all sprint like it's nothing. At least the three of you. For the majority of the run, I don't know how Heather does.
Can Vaughn give me a roll to die? The D6s.
Okay.
We'll
D6s.
see how we'll see how much of Heather I'm describing.
All right. 4 is currently locked in.
Yep.
Oof. 9.
Okay. Yeah, Heather keeps up for you with a while, but she quickly tires. She's probably not used to physical activities.
Heather's the first one to go down in the speed competition. And then after that, Bolt runs like there's nothing. But he's just compared to you and Paula, you two are just faster. He's still running pretty fast, but you two at a certain point just ramping up your speed.
Vaughn's stretching his muscles out. He's going for longer strides. His arms are swinging more for momentum than anything. And he's starting to realize how much freedom he has in his own body now.
Mm-hmm. As after a certain point, as you keep going, as you're about neck and neck with Paula, as you see Paula seems to slam her foot down, as you go pick a little ahead, as you see them start to break the ground under them, as they basically use that as a form of momentum of slamming the ground and making them shoot in front of you. As they technically beat y'all. As, in particular, I'm just gonna tell you, because I think y'all seen her car, Evil Sorterano. All strength-based abilities, gain extra d6. This is physical strength. Now, this is considered, this is technically strength to her. If you all understand what I was tossing down with the extra d6.
Yeah.
As this is the road. After a second, as y'all recoup, after a little bit,
Vaughn's a bit more Vaughn's a bit more wobbly now. He's not breathing hard or anything, but he looks a little more stretchy.
Rubber band that got stretched too far.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. As you see Miss Alkaline clapping. Okay, that was actually pretty good. You know what? Fuck it. You too. No, each one of you, depending on how good you did. Heather, you gain 1. Bolt,
Oh,
you gain
thank you.
2. Vaughn, you gain 3, and Paula gains 4. As y'all gain that, Vaughn, you gain 3 DP. Because that was just an interesting sprint that each one of you did. With the
Bolt.
let's sing how looks over somebody who don't sing an undead run at top speed that doesn't get hit by a car for some goddamn reason. It's actually quite interesting. Apologies.
It's fine. Yeah, I just ran as far as I could, as fast as I could. I might have strained my muscles a bit more than I'd like to. He tries to he lifts up his arm and it bends weirdly.
Mm.
Hmm.
It's sort of like with breaking down the muscle fibers, they grow stronger. But I don't know if they grow for you anymore, so I can't really say that.
Maybe I need to eat something to regrow. Regrow? Regain? I don't know.
No clue. But looks down at watch. I think this is about the end of class. I do recommend y'all go grab actually something to eat. Or at least water. Because it is hydrate or dihydrate. Peace.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, you're super fast.
I tried to use the techniques that my world had.
Hmm. Maybe you can teach me them sometimes if it doesn't if it works on normal people.
It should. No one in my world had any powers or any other extra stuff. They mostly just learned how to make the wind not bother them as much and how to step right, how to move.
Oh,
Technically, anybody could learn how to do it.
I just brute forced my way.
Noticed he looks at the track and how the imprints of chicken feet.
Yep. I was gonna make the joke rude, but this one doesn't understand I was rude.
I didn't say that. I didn't say chicken feet to her. Vaughn, I was just describing it.
Oh no 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 no
Hypothetically.
no no no! I would have said I was going to make the joke, but I was gonna make the joke. Hey, that's kind of rude, but I realized that doesn't really affect her.
Mm.
Immune.
Immune.
While I'm here, have you guys seen the rest of my? I don't know if we're a proper crew yet. He God, what's it? Arm. He crosses his arm and thinks for a second. But
Super.
have you seen either Aqua, Cam, or Zeal? It's then again, Zeal was still in the room when I left.
Paul Paul looks over like I think they were walking towards a body of water.
Paula know who they are by name?
Paula knows Aqua by name. That's one of the things that what's it called? The gift gives.
The honor.
Yes.
Yeah, Heather speaks up. I think they went by the pool. Her
That's what
friend
that's
seems to be
called.
going through some stuff.
Yeah, mission. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's just that, honestly.
A lot of stuff happened there. But any case, I'll maybe see you next time. Hmm. I am gonna have to take this class a couple more times just to get the momentum right, and not to stretch these out. He says his legs are still sort of wobbly as he starts walking away.
As you start walking away, oh, when your feelings immediately stopping wobbly, as you feel a crack, as your leg goes back into place.
As you leave, you hear Heather kind of just complimenting Bolt a lot. Of just you can't believe you beat me, and Bolt is very happy.
Hmm.
As Paula wanders away again.
Vaughn's noticing his own regeneration and how that shouldn't be how zombies work. He
Another
hasn't eaten anything. He hasn't eaten anything over the course of the day, so he's still like, okay, I've got some weird stuff going on with me.
After another about 5-ish minutes, you feel your other leg reconnect.
Hmm. He's
And
gonna go
after
towards the
that
pool.
reconnection, those
Oh,
limbs
yeah.
feel slightly tired. Not enough to bother you. It's like if you were standing for just the millisecond too long and you're like, oh, my legs are a little like iffy. But it's like it's not it's just annoying. It's not the point of like actual exhaustion.
He
Like
can feel his
exhaustion.
legs.
Yes. That's the better describer. You can feel your legs and they feel the littlest.
Okay, I could probably do that a couple of times, but probably shouldn't. Got it.
As as I would like to ask you where you're going.
He's heading towards the pool.
Okay, you're heading towards the pool.
He doesn't know where the pool is, so he'll look and trying to find either a. He'll probably ask some person or another where it is
The
as
pool is
he's
over
walking
there.
along.
Okay, the pool's over there.
Thank you. Weird. No face. Man, are there no faces here? As he now realizes that that person had no face.
Yeah, that person actually had the most generic face.
He
But
tries to remember.
this man had no face. Find out the difference.
Can you spot the difference? That one also had 6 fingers. It's fine.
Yeah.
Mm,
As we cut back to Cam,
So
do you want to
wait,
just
Chip,
do you just want to go? Do you just want to leave this area until Travis comes back?
I'll leave it up to you. I'm not. My plan from last time was just to confront this group of 3 here.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, I Cam sort of saw them and stray off, and these 2 I assume went into the hot tub.
These two did not want to deal with that. At least Aqua did not want to deal with that, from what I understand it. No, wait, it was Trixie that didn't want to deal with it, so Aqua followed Trixie.
yeah. Trixie is like, these 3 are dangerous.
Also, I would like to point this out. Trixie and Angel Mischief are the same height.
I see.
They're both small.
Well,
Well,
small.
Cam fought one of them. The other one is the tentative principal, and the third one is a quarry.
Okay, I'm gonna describe their postures real quick. How they are in the pool. Okwari is the person who has both arms sitting on the edge, just has his legs floating, just kicked back, like relaxing.
Of course.
Mansplaining.
Basically, mansplaining. Uh, and Demion is just the person who's just standing in the pool. And Angel of the Mischief is the person who is floating because they can't stand at the bottom. Like, this is like, if you want me to put this in simpler terms, this is the 8-foot section.
Hey, look what we bought enough time for.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Hello, I'm home.
hey.
I
Yes.
have arrived.
Just got to the pool scene.
We got to the pool
Yay.
section.
Insane timing.
Yeah.
It's gonna roll the whole
Yay.
I was just describing how the three bosses in the not hot tub were. Lucari is leaning back, mansplaining. And Demion's just standing there, and Angel Mischief's floating in the pool because she can't touch the ground.
Who can't touch the ground?
Angel of Mischief. This is
Oh.
around 8 foot. These two are like it doesn't reach high. Damian has at least a good 3 or 4 feet above the water. This is basically up to his ankles, not ankles, up to his calves.
Also, Travis, you need someone to share screen.
Just for now, while I beat up the thing.
I can. I don't have any what's it called right now that need to be hidden.
Well, Cam's just gonna they spotted them, dip into the pool and paddle their way over to that corner.
You paddle. You get there. Oh.
Hello.
Oh. Looks over. I know. You're the new one of myself, so you're the new one. Nice to meet ya.
Nice to meet you. I assume you're the old Laquari?
I am the first Aquari.
First Laquari.
Yep. This seems just to be showing.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't think I'd see you in here at pool of all places.
Well, it's just the regular get together that I go with my old pal and Damian. Yes.
Hi, Dan Young.
Oh, hello, Cam. Yes, it's just I don't know why we choose the pool. For one particular reason. It's for me to be distracted by water. For me not to break shit around. I forgot that is the reason why we do this. No,
I
I
just
just
assumed
you first.
I just assumed it was big enough for you around here given your size.
Yeah. Well, I just saw these two just floating, being here, and I joined with them. Angel Mischief says.
Nice to see you again. Fun fight.
Yes, it was better than watching, than basically being apologies a little bit. Sorry, but not sorry. It was very
I can
annoying getting basically putting a request in, paying a little bit of money, and y'all not to give me what I wanted.
And I guess like if you wanted to watch us, you could have just told us go this way specifically. I kind of just saw a path and went, I want that way.
But that would ruin the experience for everyone and for everybody and part of it.
Well, if you ever put another package for us, you just know if there's a way you didn't have cameras on, that's probably the way we're going.
I wanted to give people privacy, but it's time to get rid of privacy now. We're at least in my forest. I'm not getting touched now with a 50-foot pole. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Oh,
I'm taking that back. Anyway, back to this.
so
Sorry, Mike. You go for.
oh, no problem. So, is there a reason why you flew it over, or are you just curious?
Curious. I saw you, a Demnion in Angel, who I just fought recently, and went, what's going on there?
No. This is just where I basically chill out and talk to Endymion.
Cam's now curious and is gonna try to summon Laquari to size up the two Laquaris.
Okay, when you try summoning Laquar,
Size contest, still boy.
My Laquari could beat up your Laquari.
they're the same height.
My dad can beat up your dad.
Same height. You can feel the difference though.
It's just
Okay.
knowing the aura.
This is maximum Wolquari size.
They're both the biggest
Okay.
boys that can be.
He has
Yes.
drank his milk.
Okay, I had a feeling you were stronger. But I'm glad the Nilquari reached your height.
Yeah. So, are you done good with the green? Yeah, I am. Good. Maybe you would have a better experience than I did at first. Yeah. I realized I can't do I can't do basically the same voice. Wait a second.
Macquarie 1, Macquarie 2.
No. Quarry did have a slight voice change. I forgot which way it was. I think it
It
was
was a
kind of
little.
like this.
I think it was a little less rough than it was before. To
Yeah,
be
it was
easier.
like this. I think it was like this. I'm not good with remembering voices.
That's fair.
This I'm gonna put this in simpler terms. The voices, at least how they sound, this Quarry sounds smooth as butter. This one sounds like it's going through a toaster. Not
Going through
robotic,
Nilquari puberty.
technically.
Hey, who put that toaster in the pool?
When you realize that toasters are actually made nowadays pool water resistant. They shut off whenever they hit water.
Yeah, I guess I should say thank you for giving Laquari the thingy. I don't know what you gave him, but I know you gave him something.
Yeah, it was a chunk of myself that I wish I had earlier. I would have made those times with the other god beast much easier. And a lot less of us fighting, not fighting for fighting in the sense of not even in our tournaments. A lot less infighting.
Damn thanks. If they could have given their younger self something, they would have given them a knife. Understands. Sauces this in their own way.
That's so cool. If you want me,
Yes.
I'm gonna say this as a little make a little sense. This Sakurai gave this Sakurai a way to make it easier to combinize with people because for one particular reason. You know how you would give them a knife? This is
Yeah.
giving them a full fucking rocket launcher because combination makes it easier for you to be the head of it, to you being the head of the fusion, the one who stays intact most.
The one who's more equal.
The one who's more equal slash the one who acts more.
That's good. I'm glad for Laquari. I'm also glad I guess I got his level up condition.
You guys level up condition, you just have to go to the Cloud Continent.
Oh, okay, I see.
And you don't know where the Cloud Continent is. As they're all basically just vibing there. Is there any other questions that you want to ask him?
Uh, any question Can wants to ask? Not really. They were just curious, wanting to see like how big Laquari is and is Laquari, and basically got their answer.
Same
This
size,
is gonna be
same size, but what you would call spiritual pressure for making a bleach reference is way different.
yeah.
So, we shall move over to the hot tub. They're right
Let's
next to
go.
each other. Because I've been making that joke the entire day.
I mean, that's fair. They probably are basically right next to each other.
Yeah.
This is how small it looks.
Okay, I'm gonna say this because you weren't here. When we first went over these people, these people are 1 feet away because The cut is on purpose.
Why was I blindfolded?
You blindfolded yourself.
I blindfolded myself. I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, I don't have that turned off.
Wait. So is she blindfolded right now?
No,
No,
it's a
no.
no, it's a button that you can do on tabletop sim.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
So I clicked a button and all the curtains came on my screen and I was confused.
The curtains fall. The audience
curtains
appears.
fell. Boss music starts playing. Yeah, Trixie kind of looks at Aqua and just goes, "What do you think they're talking about?"
Knowing them, probably something about their Laquari being bigger than the other Laquari.
I think they're gonna like go on a grand mission. Like I think the big one is gonna like give them a quest.
I hope not. I could do without another quest for a good bit.
Yeah, that was pretty tiring, but like I don't know. Cam seems like the type that finds her way into trouble. She like
Oh,
smiles
probably.
because to her it is.
Yeah, you're probably right. And she kind of just like relaxes a bit.
Yeah. What's Aqua's like body language when she got in the water? Did it change at all?
She looks more relaxed than she ever has been. Like she
Trixie,
looks way more at home than ever before.
Trixie looks so proud of herself. It worked.
Well, Aqua did want to go to her room. She does feel very much at home here.
Yeah.
What's got you looking all happy today?
Right now, it's mostly just like I don't think I've ever seen you this like not tense. It's nice.
She blushes a little bit. Well,
Makes it easier to prank you, and then she like kind of does like a like claws in front, like that kind of the pose she's doing in her icon with both hands.
she chuckles a little bit, thinks about something, and then decides not to comment and just goes, well, it's not every day I get to be in an area where I excel in. Let's just say if you want to try to break me, you're going to have a much harder time breaking me in water than you are in land.
Oh, a challenge.
If you want it to be.
God, I like the energy you're bringing right now. I'll be honest.
When she's in the water, she is a lot more comfortable.
Yep. Roll for Trixie to see if she would like to do something stupid.
There's a reason Aqua has a swim speed.
Yes.
As I real quickly won't make the joke. They'll swim circles around you.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Aqua, can you roll to die for me, or can Red do that if he's? Are you on the tabletop? You are.
On tabletop now, I can do it.
Yeah.
Let me go find my dice.
They're at your table.
I'm gonna roll to do something silly.
Move it over here so I don't touch the cards by accident.
It's very funny. Trixie was like when she very like first entered the pool was in a very like reflexive, almost somber mood, and now she's kind of just reacting off of your energy and like
God
picked
damn
back.
it. We love lag in this house.
Love lag.
That's a
Yeah.
yellow 5.
And what's
Oh,
the
never
total?
mind. It's still going. There we go. What the fuck? God damn it.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna go
wow.
by the one that I saw. Okay, I'm gonna say this real quickly. I'm putting these dice away. The first one I saw was a 7. The second one I saw was a 10 total.
I mean, we can go with this one. This is a funny result.
I don't mind going with whatever, but also
Okay.
It's not the dice. It's just the commands aren't doing it on time.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I know. I get that. I get that. I'm just gonna ask y'all a question. Do y'all want to go with the funny result, or do y'all want to go with the first result?
I like the idea of the funny.
Okay.
yeah, you and here
I'm
you
assuming
lock in.
this is the funny one. Nerver.
Yeah, the high number is funnier.
Okay.
Yeah, you locking in your yellow 6
Yeah,
because like
and
that.
yellow's kind of.
Your yellow, I don't think will ever make more sense than it does in this moment. Yeah, Aqua, you find like for a second something like touches your leg underwater unexpectedly, and you find a very like a toy snake. But what you are focused on is the fact that like it's actually like really good quality, and you start getting into like the hyper specifics of like you recognize this species that is trying to pretend to be.
He is going to give Trixie a head pat and then start to describe the species and say how, like, compliment her on how good of a job she did on making it look realistic.
I'm gonna roll again for Trixie because like that was not the reaction she was going for. But it is a cute one. Oh no.
Where's the Halloween in this?
Also, because this is jacuzzi, there are water jets in the corner.
Yeah, Trixie's like he's like grumbling, but in like not a very serious like he's kind of jokingly grumbling like it's supposed to scare you.
Well, remember, Trixie, water is my domain. I know what should be here and what shouldn't be here. And we're in a jacuzzi right now, so no sea creatures should be here at all. Well, except for myself.
Lest they be a frog.
Well, yeah, you do have a point of a frog somehow skedaddled its way in here, but it probably wouldn't survive.
As really quickly, with you two, y'all see a portal open up in the pool as something gets shot out. A black bird flies away.
Look at him go.
That was directly in the hot tub. A portal
Oh wait,
opened up. A portal opened up. He was shot at and immediately closed.
is he here or did he fly by?
He flybyed.
Yeah, so that still makes sense. Of look at him go.
But you did trigger your
Interesting.
attack opportunities.
Wait, do y'all?
I,
Hey, do y'all make attack of op? Attack of op?
here's the thing: Trixie's thinking about using her like maybe heal, maybe hurt gift because it would be funny. But also, I think that would automatically fail on zombie, so I don't think so.
It would automatically fail.
Yeah, it's a luck based ability on zombie.
Mhm. Also, the attack of op is a joke. Y'all don't have op.
That's not this system.
He just blinks a couple times, watching him fly by, then shrugs. Not her business.
Trixie does do like a little like a whistle as he flies by.
I wonder who threw him out of that portal.
Yeah.
Or what he did to get thrown out of the portal in the first place.
It was probably an accident, knowing him.
Maybe.
Like I kind of mentioned it before. He's surprisingly easy to summon.
I was gonna make the joke. Does Trixie try summoning him?
He's accidentally done it in the past, but is not trying to do it now.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
I'm just imagining you're opening like one of them praying cans of nuts that has a little spider pop out, but instead of the spider, it's zombie.
God.
Mhm.
Yeah. The boy.
That fucking SpongeBob episode with the eels in the can.
The
The
lad.
funny thing is, Cam. Sorry.
I just said a lad.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I can use my middle mouse button to move the screen. Yay!
Hooray.
I'm free. No, no. Oh, thank God. I thought I lost it again.
Oh,
God.
all I was gonna say was the funny thing is Cam Stan Act 2 form actually had that ability.
God.
Also, real quickly, because that was brought up. Hey, y'all! I'm just gonna show this real quick. We're gonna be running a JoJo's game. Uh, maybe a week or two from now, because I'm just gonna be shilling. Nervous gonna be player, and Tip's gonna be player in that.
Yeah.
Run
If
it
you
up.
ever want to see a man who's playing a JoJo character in an Isekai game, play an Isekai character in a JoJo game,
Yep. And Nervy's character, the person who doesn't have choices.
It'll
Imagine
be.
being having a choice.
Somehow someone has it worse than Zombie.
Let me just say this: he has made his entire character based around. Nervy, do you want to finish it, or do you not want to bring it up fully?
It'll be a surprise.
Okay.
It'll be funnier that
Well,
way.
if you want to see that, tune in when they start streaming that show, man.
I just have to get people's backstories, and then I'm good, ready to run.
I will send you it probably today or tomorrow. See.
No rush, no rush.
I have thoughts about this character already. It's fine.
Yeah, so let's get back onto topic of
Yep.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I have to write that.
Meanwhile, in
He bitches in Yu-Gi-Oh.
The Yu-Gi-Oh game with there's almost no Yu-Gi-Oh in it.
Speaking of this Yu-Gi-Oh game, I did think of a question to ask Laquari for whenever we come back from the Aqua stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I do feel kind of bad leaving Cam there, but like I don't really want to. Those three could like kill us. Like,
Why would they do that?
I mean,
It's a school. I don't think they're supposed to harm us.
we have that one, Points at Mischief. I don't think she likes us, and particularly me.
I mean, I can stop her from hurting you.
Oh wow. I am very happy that you are so confident right now. Like, for your sake, I would like to inform you. No.
It's Trixie.
Well, I never said I wouldn't get hurt in the process.
Trixie, it was you get hit by something. They weren't in the fight. They
Yeah, I
don't know.
Trixie knows.
I mean, yeah,
Trixie,
she was gonna say, I never said I wouldn't get hurt trying.
Trixie puts like a hand on your shoulder and looks you like directly in the eye for an uncomfortable amount of time and just no.
Where did Trixie go?
I was like,
know.
where'd Trixie go? She
He's
fucking
gone.
disappeared.
I don't know what happened.
They got yeeted into the metaverse.
God damn it.
The
Trixie is
metaverse, the card that brought up Mystic Mine.
Trixie's like, don't fight her, and then he vanishes.
Yep, vanishes.
Poof.
I mean, there can be an in-universe explanation for that when she comes back, so that could happen. I don't
If
have
it does
another.
happen, she's no longer gonna be calm. She's gonna be freaking out trying to find you in the water.
Where the I Red, can you spawn another Trixie?
I'm trying to look through the old Trixie real quick.
I don't know what happened.
Did you just blink them in the sky?
I wasn't like on her, so I don't think so.
Also, why is there Hugo and Ecclesia on? Never mind.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And we have a Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, Hugo and Ecclesia. They were on Aqua's table for a momento.
Oh.
And I was
Huh.
confused for a moment.
Aqua was secretly Hugo? New conspiracy theory confirmed?
Yu-Gi-Oh Go, whatever. Don't mind the Endymion manifesting.
Trixie's secretly a Demion?
Oh
I hope
my,
not.
oh my god!
No.
Trixie's secretly a gender swapped Endymion that turned back to his younger ages, to her younger ages.
You
Oh
look
see,
back
that
my
I
over
wouldn't
Cam.
mind.
god!
You look back over Cam's corner. Trixie's there now.
Yeah. It's like that's something she would do, but like not. Oh no, she's tiny.
I actually clicked.
Whenever,
I actually clicked
whenever
something.
Pokemon's went awry.
I'm gonna fix that, but damn, that's funny.
Trixie Trixie disappears for. She says no, vanishes for a second, and then slowly lifts her head out of the water. I'm sorry about that.
You almost got me that time.
Yeah, that one was unintentional.
I mean, like I said, I never said I wasn't gonna get her trying. As she then leans back against like the walls of the hot tub.
Like, okay. So, let me ask you: do you think you can like take on Cam right now?
No, and I don't think I can take on the girl, but I could be a good body shield.
I just want to say, while you were gone, you were I'm not sure where you went actually, but like while you were gone, um, the rest of the group fought her for a little bit, and she absolutely toyed with us. It was kind of frustrating, honestly.
Well, then let's just not go over there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like all this just to get to that.
You look
I
back
just
at
I
Cam.
need to make sure that if something happens, we both run.
Don't worry, we'll be running. I'll make sure you're ahead of me though.
I was gonna make the real quick joke. The Pokemon substitute method.
Yeah.
Trixie will be a punkaboo.
She
Yeah.
would.
He would. Leaves behind the ghost.
I was about to say, y'all know Trixie's a Pumpkaboo.
That's her cannon size as Pumpkaboo.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Their
This is how
sizes
the
match
girls-
too.
That's why I made it like. That's why I chose that height particularly.
I was yeah, because I was gonna make a comment while you were saying looking in her eyes. You're looking up into her eyes.
Yes. It's very awkward. I assume the only reason this works is she's standing on like on one of the steps on the corner of the like
Oh wait, then we need to flip y'all.
and you're in.
We need to flip
mean-
y'all.
It's awkward to Trixie. Aqua's just enjoying every second of it, just taking it all and just like this is an interesting interaction that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Wait,
Imagine
how?
this is how you two
I know
look
we
at each
talked about it, but how tall is Aqua?
Let me go
Tall.
find it.
She's like 5'11".
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Let me go find it. Hold on, I think I have it somewhere.
Yeah. I couldn't
Trixie
remember.
is
I
on
couldn't remember if she was 5'11" or if she was somewhere in the 6 feet.
I think
Trixie
it
is
was a thing.
4'9". So like
A foot taller.
more than a foot taller.
If she's 5'11", that is a foot.
Cam is 5'2".
Let me scroll up because I know I have it somewhere in here.
That's why we have sizes. The only reason why Cam's considered so tall is because hair height.
True.
Oh wait, I actually do need to bump down Cam just a little bit. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Like you it is weird how much shorter Trixie seems right now because she doesn't have her hat on, she doesn't have her heels on. Like it takes a lot away from her stature.
God. Also, yeah, she's 5'11".
Yeah, so a good foot plus change.
Yep.
Listen,
Sorry.
you're just tall and small.
She's gonna look at you, realizing you're much shorter. Doesn't comment on it though, because she knows that some people are sensitive about that. Although she's probably smiling the most anyone has ever seen her smile in this school.
Yeah. And like, it's a little weird. Trixie is as you know her, kind of a chatterbot. Like she's constantly talking usually, and right now she seems to just kind of be like absorbing what you're giving off and just kind of chilling.
You're not
Like she,
usually this quiet. Something wrong?
no, I'm just, I just find this interesting.
How so?
It's just you're acting very different than normal, and it's not bad.
Well, I mean, like I said, nowhere else really feels safe. Unlike here.
Yeah. I can't say I really understand, but like I'm glad that there is a place you can feel safe.
Do you not have somewhere like that?
I mean, it's more that I don't really feel to be in danger ever. I'm just tougher than anything else that wants to hurt me.
Shrugs. I mean, like, mentally, not physically. Like
Trixie gets,
her demeanor completely changed to like concern the moment you said that.
it's weird. Trixie gets a kind of mean smile, and he just kind of smirks at you.
Raised his eyebrow.
Oh, I'm pretty tough mentally. That's probably my specialty.
If only I had that strength.
Mm, I mean, when you're comfortable, I think you're stronger than most. It's just hard to get you in that mood.
It's hard to get me in that mood because of, well, I'm not used to people in general. I'm very much a loner. Like where I'm from, she starts trying to think. I don't even think I had one friend where I'm from. And I live by myself, so I'm not used to people at all.
I actually kind of was like that too. I just find people interesting.
I find some people interesting, like you and Cam, and she was trying to think of what's this old character's name.
Vaughn.
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 There we go. Vaughn's pretty interesting too.
Vaughn the lad.
The lad. I wonder what he's doing.
As you
Who
say those words,
Vaughn going.
Vaughn enters the scene.
I will say, because of canonicity, if Vaughn, this place costs some dual points to enter. I think it was 2.
I think it was 1 or 2.
It
I'm
was
going.
1 or
I'm going with 1 for now because I can't remember.
yep. So you would take 1 off.
Vaughn just looks around, just like, why is there a slot machine here?
In simpler terms, is because this is private property.
Yeah, this is technically not part of the school. You have to walk a little bit out.
Yeah.
I can
Because
imagine Vaughn got it on accident.
Who teaches swim class then? Just a big reason why it took him so damn long is he's trying to figure out why the pool costs money to get into, and if so,
Well,
why?
if you want me to give you the in-school reason real quick, the in-school reason why, let's just say, the cost of keeping indoor water is expensive as hell. That's why the school mainly keeps it empty until
I-
the amount of times where they have to do classes.
I love the idea Vaughn's been here for like 20 minutes at the entrance, just staring at the like door, trying to.
How do I
What?
deposit points? Does this come out of the? Where are my points? I was given them, and they put it on my dual disc, but they mostly just pushed the button. Do I press? Is it like a coin? How do I pull this out?
You're just in the background. Cam is just playing with a beach ball with Laquari.
So at the current moment, after finally figuring out how to deposit points, he deposits a point and walks in.
Oh, speak of the devil.
And he will appear.
She's gonna boop her as she finishes her sentence.
Friends. Beaming. Trixie waves at Vaughn and makes like a come here, come here.
Mhm. Hey, you two.
You see,
What's up?
you see Aqua the most relaxed and happy she's ever been.
The face hasn't changed, but she's happy.
Oh no, the face has changed. She's smiling.
Oh.
Whether you think that's scary or not, though, that's up to you, because this woman has never smiled in front of you.
Oh. How have you two been?
Things been turning out, like, been picking up recently, though. I would avoid the pool for a little bit longer. It's probably fine, but like, stares at the three in the pool.
They're just floating.
He's scared of 3 people in the pool. And Cam's Cam.
I wouldn't say scared. I would say rightfully cautious.
Isn't that Cam's dual spirit?
I guess there could be multiple. She sees that there's
Oh.
2.
Yeah, there are multiple banshees at least, so I guess that's just another one.
The funny thing is that there's not multiple banshees. That is the same person.
He
Either
still
way.
fully believes
Yeah, no,
when
you're
banshees.
gonna believe
Yeah.
that. Sure you
Also-
can.
Aqua and him believe it.
Also, real quickly, Vaughn, you see a glimpse of a familiar angel of mischief floating in
Yeah.
the water.
And what's she doing here?
So
The trick room?
I think she probably got bored, but like that's kind of more of a reason not to approach her, because 50-50 chance that like she'll decide she wants to fight again for fun.
So she knows the principal.
Shrugs.
Only one way to find answers, Bond.
I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention, nor do I care.
You'll float too.
You'll float too. Trixie's gonna stay here like the coward she is.
And
As
I
is
see,
Aqua.
and I see Cam is among them. Okay, so they're at least on
Like I
good
said,
terms.
Cam's being Cam.
I think Cam's getting an epic quest. Aqua thinks they're comparing dual spirit sizes.
Mhm.
Your bet.
In any case, Zeal's still asleep. Yesterday really tucked him out. Tuckered.
He might be asleep for undiscriminate amount of time.
Mm.
Zeo's
That's
into a
good.
coma.
But seems you guys are doing all right. How was cooking class?
She points at Trixie. This one woke me up to make me go help her. It went pretty well though when I got there. I don't know why she needed the help.
I was in a compromising position, and I have no clue what you're talking about.
Girls were watching.
Girls were watching. I have no clue what you're talking about.
As we cut back, as Trixie was basically poisoning people's food.
That's not what was happening to my knowledge.
Uh,
He was just putting sugar in it.
let's put this in. Trixie puts bags of sugar.
That's not poison. That's just disgusting.
This gets disgusting. You
There's a
I just
difference.
remember I just remember she put honey on a steak.
Yep.
That does not sound good to me. Honey on steak.
It wasn't
Not
special.
with steak. Yeah, not with steak. Bear meat is better for it, honestly.
Yep. I think me and you had a conversation with because of honey and bear meat with
Yeah.
me and Cam
Chadwick.
and Chadwick.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
God,
Because I
this
remember the
talk
weird.
about this talk about meat is making me remember fucking Korean barbecue. I miss that red wine pork so much.
Okay, let's stop talking about food for a momento.
I will also say, it's not a big deal. I cannot change this Trixie's states.
We don't have. I can't. Do you want me to
That's
go
fine.
make the states now?
No, it's fine. I just, if it was an easy fix, I wanted you to know. If it takes more than like 10 seconds, don't bother.
I would have to like copy them over and go through my files to grab each different color.
That's not worth it. It's fine.
Alright.
And then
Well,
Trixie brought us here.
Yeah.
I just got done dealing with. I was doing track for a bit. Track and field. Apparently, they're teaching how to stick together as a group.
This group could definitely use that.
I mean, that kind of sounds a little boring, to be honest.
I mean, boring,
Basics
yeah,
are
but like,
basics are important, especially when we literally just started a couple of days ago.
Oh, yeah.
it
Kind of
only
easy.
has been a place, huh?
I was actually hoping to see how you guys are doing, and I was going to check up on Professor Gray, I think his name was.
Oh, yeah, Professor Gray. I actually work with him a lot. I like him. Well, he's pretty cool.
I figure a crash course with him would really help us out in what missions to take, get more experience under our belts before we fight more dinosaurs.
Yeah, he's probably going to be pretty good at that. Just he does kind of turn the conversation to be like a lot about you most of the time. It's really hard to get things from him. Like he'll answer questions, but like, yeah.
Hmm.
He likes
Well,
people to figure things out for themselves. That's how I learned how to clone myself.
well,
It just
wait, you can
dates
clone
back.
yourself?
I was just giving them the capability of
Uh,
using states again.
You're good. I was just making a joke.
Yeah.
Oh no. I say that another one
Um,
of you appears.
That's what appears.
This one obviously made out of licorice and melts.
Very badly made.
I mean, it's a start. It's probably best that I don't talk to him then. I'm not good at with professors that are like that.
I mean, I feel like you should go and like I can have your back if you want to like meet him and just try it out with other people around.
I could have
I
him.
guess. I mean,
I
when
could
are
have
you
him more
going, Vaughn?
I was going to go after this, but I could more have him focus on me then, and what my world's about before, and get some information as to what's going on around here. So you don't have to ask all the questions.
Would you be okay with me and Trixie going with you? If Trixie's
Absolutely.
okay with coming with us, I don't want to force her.
Yeah, I have. Look, it's actually probably better that I'm doing things. The day after Halloween's usually kind of tough for me.
Fair enough. She's gonna give you her a head pat. Then looks to Vaughn. Sounds like a plan. Then just yell at me when you're going.
All right.
Like
Uh,
eyes
I can give
closed.
you a
Like
couple minutes to switch out from to get properly clothed for it.
Oh yeah, I should probably go do that, huh?
someone should
Mhm.
probably also ask Cam if they want to go, who's not me, because I'm not approaching that mess.
I'm sure
I
Vaughn will
can't-
do it as she's getting out and
I
walking towards
can.
the green room.
Yeah. Vaughn's
So-
already yelling out.
But
Yeah,
Cam, if you had a
so-
question to ask the core, you
Yeah,
could.
I did have a question, so we'll get back to that at the
Yeah.
Also, really
Okay.
quickly, I'm putting it on the map, the pool.
the pool.
Okay.
It's on the map.
The great
Oh,
pool.
the tokens fell.
I love the rubber duck boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Laquari.
As
Both
they
of
both
them.
say, as one says what, and the other says what.
So, you know how I have this wand, yeah?
Oh wait, different one. Boop, away. Yeah.
So recently, I got some new cards. I
Mhm.
got a bunch of new Glad Beast things, and I noticed you guys have funny equipment.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there's any that for real, because I want to get more stuff. It's
Okay,
more fun.
Cam, I'm gonna tell you this. If it's a card, it's probably here.
Yeah. And where it is here? I want to know where it is so I can grab it.
You could probably go to the next country over. The Wildlands. Even,
Ooh,
yeah.
I've been trouble with countries before. That'd be fun.
Yeah. It is. Well, it scrolls over to partial world map.
For the world map.
Partial world map. Y'all see y'all see this forest with a tree in the middle?
You haven't unlocked all the areas on this map yet.
That's the country. This technical area is the country. But this is the capital area. The green part is the Beast King, basically the Beast Country.
I see.
Ignore the giant Paula on the map.
There's just now a new side quest for Cam there.
Paula is
The-
the ruler. I'm
The
joking.
country Paula.
The country of Paula.
The Apollo lands.
The Apollo lands, where a meteor comes and strikes it down and blows it up.
I just like after hearing that, I imagine Paula going apologies, and then everyone laughs.
Laugh plays in background.
Back plays in the background, a whole continent burning.
Also, I do want to say one little thing to Travis, because I forgot to say this. About Paula's little memory thing. You saw the meteors. You know the Evil Sword meteor card? Their synchro?
Mm-hmm.
That was the second meteor that hit where Paula lived. The first one was Nibiru.
Understandable, haven't I say?
Yes, I forgot to say that whenever we did that dream sequence. The Pacific cards. As after Aquarius says that, because I keep moving off track. Apologies.
They're fine. Okay. What are you getting there next?
And probably not. I don't recommend we go there immediately. There's still the accession crisis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That crisis.
Did you hear what he said?
Uh, kind of.
It was
I'm
Ascension crisis.
Oh yeah, the Ascension crisis. I honestly forgotten what that was.
The Ascension crisis is something that he is just saying. let's put this in simpler terms. Ascension, like becoming the leader of a country, a king
Oh.
or queen. That type of ascension.
Oh. Well, I still want to go there some point.
Yeah, okay.
Prices are not.
Looks over real quick. Do you want to sail this boat? You want to sail this rubber duck boat?
Yeah, let's take it.
Okay. He picks it up while basically you're still inside of it.
Ah, one more thing. Hey, Laquari, Angel, do I already know how to get more magic?
Angel looks over like, gather more shit.
Hmm.
You can learn it. Or said what this one said, gather more stuff.
Okay. Do I know where I can learn it more?
Books. Also, you should probably say something to Demion. He's probably the better person.
Quick, Laquari, throw my duck over there.
You get fucking tossed.
Hello, Demion.
As you're sliding, you
Let's-
stop. The duck stops in place. Yes,
Ah,
you have a question?
yes. Where can I learn more magic?
If you go to the library, and then go to the magic section, and then go into the practical magic section, you can get basic tomes.
Oh, fun. It's been a while since I went to a library. Fun
Don't
fact, Cam likes the library.
I Yes, I do not, please, for the love of everything, do not take any of the books. I will hurt you
Hey, Cam.
if you take
Poor
any
cat
of the
says that thing.
books.
Ah, I'm being called.
Okay then.
Cam waddles.
No, you don't get waddled.
Or
You're still in the
waddled.
boat, right?
Yeah.
The boat teleports.
Hello.
That. Oh. Me and Aqua were going to see Professor Gray and get more information about the world itself.
Cool.
Wanna come?
Sure, I'm done here.
The duck boat gets picked up.
I just realized we just ate and then jumped into a pool. Is that like a problem? Is that like an actual thing? Looks at Aqua.
Hey Trixie, the moment that you said that you immediately get a cramp in both your legs. Immediate. The moment of mentioning it.
Looks at Aqua, then falls.
She catches Trixie. It's all about a state of mind.
Apparently.
Yeah, she's gonna help Trixie stand.
Pool is not my domain.
Nope.
Also, real quickly, Vaughn, Laquari is about double or maybe triple his height than the last time you seen him.
He grew up a little bit.
Ironically, almost getting killed twice made him stronger.
Vaughn does notice, but it's just sort of like, the dual spirits can probably just do that. That's what he thinks. It may be wrong, but he doesn't know that.
Also,
I mean, it's not really.
yeah, I'm gonna say this real quickly. Cam, unless you say anything, he is carrying you in the duck boat.
I'm aware of this.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Oh my god, the image in my head of him basically having the duck boat on his shoulders while Cam's basically still inside of it.
Cam's also in their bikini.
I assume Aqua and Trixie have changed back to.
Yeah. Out of bikinis and into regular clothing. Although
Yeah.
Aqua is helping Trixie stand as they're walking the Vaughn.
Oh no, Trixie has to lean on Aqua the whole way too.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Like, there's
The
a
worst thing ever.
The
like,
worst thing.
if it was anyone but Aqua to have them roll, Trixie probably recovered like halfway through and then just continued to let things be like this.
Fair enough. Alpha
Uh,
probably knows when it's done because she is the water person, but she doesn't make a comment.
Yeah.
as y'all get through and ready to go to his classroom, the lad Mr. Gray. Real
The la-
quickly, I'm just gonna say this. Whenever you're going to Mr. Gray's class, it's right next to the shop.
Nice.
It is legitimately, you open the door, you take 5 feet, you take 10 steps, you're at his class.
Nice.
And vice versa.
Oh
As
yeah, I was right there,
I'm
by the
gonna
way.
boop y'all real quick over.
By the way, Bon, since you weren't here for it, Laquari is now rank 3.
Rank 3 spirit.
which is so close for Sam Bell shenanigans. So close. They're not quite.
Yeah.
So close and yet so far.
And yet so far.
I'm gonna say something. I didn't even mean to do that.
I know.
It be like that sometimes.
Just level up Sandbell and we'll solve this.
Also,
Just
really
level up.
quickly, from a certain thing that Nervy said, it really was over 9,000.
That was not me. That was someone else, but it is funny.
No, you said something. You said something. In the States, they are powerful.
Oh
Trixie
yeah,
gives
yeah,
a powerful blank. I was like, it's over 9,000.
yeah. Mental strength.
Yes. As
Yep.
y'all enter into this classroom,
Aqua goes fast.
as I would like to ask, hey Nervy, what the hell does this classroom look like?
So, um, all the chairs are kind of like there's two areas. There's one that has desks kind of in a circle, and another with like 3 or 4 solitary desks towards the corner near the bookshelf. Uh, Mr. Gray is currently reading a very large book and has not noticed you yet. He seems like deeply invested in this right now.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Pardon, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you come in. So many guests today. Is there any way I can help you?
We're rather new, so we just need to get a refresher on what's going on around here. Recent summons and all.
Yes, you are the new students. Okay, very well. Everyone take a seat, take a seat. He like kind of points you towards the like circular desk area.
She
And
looks
you'll
down at Trixie and whispers, I think I get that. I think I get what you mean.
I imagine Laquari is too big for this chair.
So I will describe one quick thing with Luquar, what he does. He takes the chair, he moves it, and he sits down on the ground. He is still taller than the desk by a long shot.
yeah.
He's come
Trixie
such a long way since a few days ago.
Trixie is gonna try to be considerate and take the seat like a little closer to the guy, so she's in front. You are way taller than her, so she doesn't actually cover you well.
She doesn't mind. She's fine with being she's just fine with being next to Trixie.
Yeah, and Mr. Gray also sits down in the chair, like one of the chairs, like he's one of you, like he's also a
Oh my
student,
god, he's just like us for real, for real.
just like you for real, for real.
For real,
What's
for
up,
real?
my fellow dudes?
What's up, my fellow gamers?
Greetings, fellow children.
Uh,
Yes,
How do
and
you do, fellow kids?
Mr. Gray is gonna speak up. I'm a little more older fashioned. I kind of like to get to know the students I teach. I'll go first in introducing myself, what I do here, and how I might help all of you, and then everyone can sure tell me about themselves a little bit. So I am Simon Gray. You can call me Professor Simon Gray. Anything really works. I teach, first of all, if any of you do not know how to read, please do not be embarrassed. If you don't know the same, if your world had a different language, or if you never had a chance to learn, I am more than happy to teach you. Everyone should know how to read. It's very important that you can learn things for yourself.
Vaughn holds up his hand.
Yes.
How many languages are there surrounding this dueling world?
The actual language that we have is actually one that's pretty common in most others. If your world only had one language, it's probably the same, which is a very fascinating concept. And there's a whole thing about interdimensional travel and how there's a through line between all dimensions. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's area of interest. But as long as in this world there's only one real main language, a lot of things have been brought in from other places.
Do you guys have Spanish?
There are some that speak it, but it's not the main one.
Bien, bien.
What is it? Just called main language, or is it something specific?
Problem with people from many worlds coming over is that people come with their own names. Often it's just called common. I don't really like that nomenclature. It kind of it feels a little bit superior to say your language is just the common one and everyone else is weird for having a different language. Often a lot of places just call it English. That's also a relatively common one. That's the one the term I'm more familiar with.
I call it compromise.
It's English from my world, so that's
The
usually
very
on
first,
mine.
the very first person I ever talked to called it, as they say, something that hurts y'all's heads.
Simon nods. He's familiar with this term.
Cam nods. That hurt their head.
Awkward just holds her head.
Yes. Does that answer your question?
Oh, Vaughn. I'm from a place called Earth. Technology is around much more advanced in the last 100 years than what's normal, I guess, would be considered. We went from carriages with horse powered, animal powered, I guess is a good description, vehicles to motorized mechanical vehicles easily
mean cars?
within 100 years.
Your technological advancements kind of added up to each other.
More multiplied, actually.
Multiplied. Very interesting. Like, it's when you first walked into the room, this man was seemed kind of not paying attention. He seemed kind of ditzy. As you're talking, his eyes focus on you, and it's like a laser right at you. It's very intense. He seems to be taking in every word you say. That's very interesting. Would anyone else? Is anyone else from a similar world? Maybe even the same one.
I'm also from Earth.
I'm from an Earth as well.
I see. I wonder if.
In this
What was
world,
that, Pip?
so much can pay attention to tech at the year 2021. I think
Yeah.
not much.
I'm like, if I remember correctly,
Vaughn's from 2001.
yeah, we don't know what the hell Trixie is. What
Nope.
time? What time period did Aqua leave at?
2021, however, her 2021 was a little different than our IRL 2021.
Okay,
I have ideas for that, but she'll wait till she's asked to reveal them.
no problem.
This man might.
I mean, hey, that's fair.
I mean, if you prompt
He's the
Cam and
quietest.
everybody else
He's the
comes
quietest one
together,
here, except for Trixie.
Yeah. Mr. Gray is like, and you were all summoned at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same summoning circle, yes.
Do you know what tool was used to summon you?
Actually, it was with a specific dual spirit. She's not actually. I do have her card. Vaughn will pull out summoner. What's
Sambo.
what is
Sambo?
her? Sambal, yeah.
Are you gonna try to summon her, or are you just showing the card?
He doesn't know what she's currently doing, and he doesn't want to bother her right now, so he just sort of shows the card to
Okay.
the teacher.
You know, Ken pulls out the bomb wand. I never thought that this was involved in a summoning or not.
That was in a separate room, remember?
He looks at the. So first of all, he looks at the card and like, this man's face, like, kind of. He looks very sad for some reason, as he just goes, "Ah, I see." And then
Jack Jones. Yeah, sorry.
and you say like, Jack Jones. It was the spirit, or Jack Jones made it do it.
He made the spirit do it, to my knowledge.
I believe for guinea pigs or something around the lines. He was summoning, but I never really got the specifics for that.
He was one who viewed humans as a resource. I see. Um, this this man like gets an aura about him of like,
That
like
one.
extremely sad. And then you say like you wonder about the wand. He looks at it. Do you mind if I look at that?
I think they had to believe for a second.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, but yeah, apparently he decided. Do you know what happened to him? Because we know. I don't know if the principal wants everybody to know about it.
I was not told, but if he did what I think he did, and the principal has him, I'm sure it wasn't good, and I'm sure he deserved it.
I was gonna say, Mr. Gray doesn't check his emails.
No, he didn't. Of course, are you kidding me?
He's old fashioned. He wants to talk to the guy.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
I'm making the
Send me a letter.
joke. I'm making the joke because that is a email all.
yeah, no. If he got an email, he has not checked his email in actual years.
Yep.
Email? The fuck is that? I ain't checking that shit.
Pretty much.
I'm too cool for emails.
1980s. This man was from. I'm making
This
a
man
joke.
is ancient.
But once we transferred, I was the first to wake up. Jack Jones wasn't pleased with his summon, and well, I may have said one thing or another and gotten myself killed.
Oh, that is unfortunate, but you seem to have recovered pretty well.
Weirdly, as you, I don't know if it's how undead are common in other worlds, but in mine we don't have any monsters, none at all. No different people, no, we barely even have. Actually, we do have different animals, but that depends on the continent.
You lived in a world without magic.
Correct. That's why our technology probably multiplied instead of just added.
And Red, were you trying to say something?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if what's tip typed some stuff. That's what I
You're
was
just
just going
muted.
to say.
Yep, sorry. We'll check that. Okay. They probably should not have the conversation with me talking while Tip is muted. So when he's back, I'll continue that from the wand bit. But
Yep. Do y'all want to take a break for a moment, though?
Yeah, 5 minutes should be fine.
Yeah.
okay.
Or
Break!
15, whatever Tip needs.
Break! Wait, wrong screen. Break.
Break,
Break a Kit Kat.
break a Kit Kat.
I'm guess still make the joke the Yu-Gi-Oh game with no Yu-Gi-Oh in it.
Yeah. I will also say, do not challenge this man to a duel. He
What? Doesn't
He
even do
studies for most
dream
of
of
his
it.
life. He knows the tactic. He
knows-
knows the meta.
I
He
don't think
is the meta.
any
Oh.
other way. He has the most current meta archetype out of all the teachers, I think.
Well, do you just want to say it, or do you want me to manifest one of his dual spirits first?
If you have his dual spirits, keep it let me know, and I'll keep that in mind for this next conversation.
I can pull them up right now. They won't be fully cleaned off though.
That's fine.
I always have images ready. I just don't have them fully cleaned off because Yu-Gi-Oh images are hugely annoying as heck to clean or make look
Yeah.
nice.
Also, Red, do you want to have someone have been in the class, retroactively be in the classroom from one of your guys?
I want them to have their own talk.
Okay, just making sure.
I already have enough people in their their dual spirits.
Yeah.
Well,
Fair
dual
enough.
spirit.
Dual spirit, more like fool spirit. Yeah.
No, I was just mean there's just one in there.
Yeah.
Y'all, dude. Obviously.
Okay, hi, I'm here. Thanks for waiting for me.
You're good.
Obviously.
I think
Obviously.
we're good on break, but that's just to relax a little bit.
Hmm.
I will be frank. Trixie's going to be relatively quiet until she feels specifically someone's uncomfortable. Mostly because talking with yourself sucks.
That's
Nice.
fair.
Oh,
Aqua's gonna be silent until she's called on because that's just who she is.
Yes.
But if Yep.
I assume you're directing something at me, nervous?
Yes.
yeah,
We're still on break though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We took a 5 minutes, so we're waiting on Vaughn now.
It's good to take
I
breaks.
believe it was about the wand.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was just about examining. He wanted to see your wand, pretty much.
Okay. I
Yep.
want to be sure because I had to take out my headphones for a bit while the chatting was happening.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. If anyone shoots Trixie a look, uh, she'll jump on into the conversation. She's not shy about it.
Cam looks at Trixie, crosses her neck. The signal.
The signal.
The
signal is she taps-
signal.
The signal is gonna be Aqua's gonna tap Trixie on the foot with her foot.
Yeah.
Footsies. Mixed
Just
messages to
very rapid,
Trixie.
Trixie.
Mixed
Just
signals.
go. I also have to say, I designed Mr. Gray is one of the few teachers that has set meanings to his stats, and they're some of the funnest stats that I think I've made. I really like them.
His stats.
Hell yeah.
I'm not Jack Jones.
I'm not Jack. Different guy. Trust me.
Hmm.
You can trust
Not
me.
EM.
I'm gonna say something. Some of the teachers I do have stats for I don't have them in me and Nervy share sheet. Some of them some stats I don't have fully done with some of the teachers because those are stats I'm like I need to play with them more to figure which ones are what stats are actually there for some of them.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's
I
harder
look,
when teachers have 5 attributes.
I look back at Jack Jones and remember how we just super banished him to hell.
Yep.
Jack, you're not doing
And
insane.
also, let me just say this: Jack Jones was one of the was a probably brand new teacher.
Yes.
Brand new, got tenure revoked. His soul shattered.
His soul erased.
By the way, Professor Gray does not know that tenure was canceled. It would be funnier if no one tells him.
It's just a whole, it's just a whole movement happening in the background where teachers are trying to get tenure back.
Can I say something? I don't even know what the fuck tenured is.
Oh, it's basically it. God, I had to relook the definition so I'm not confusing it.
It's like a guarantee after you worked in like universities for enough time that you can't get fired, except for if you do something really bad.
Yeah, basically
It-
just and make sure you have a job with them, despite the circumstances.
yeah, like you have to commit up like a federal crime. Like you can do as many awful things as you want that's like not illegal, and you
It's
can't be
kind
fired.
of like in a job where you get past the we can fire you for whatever reason we want period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now
and
once you reach that period, now they need an actual reason to fire your ass.
Mhm. Also, I have both of his dual spirits ready to pull out at any point now.
oh, thank you.
At least the basic ones, not the advanced ones yet.
Yeah, I don't think he would summon the advanced one. I think he would just do the little one.
Wait, I'm making sure both of the little ones or just one of the little ones.
Either, whatever you have. Like,
I have both of them out. I have both of them ready.
yeah, it depends on the situation. If you'll summon one or both.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
And I just always found it funny. I just brought up casually, like, yeah, get rid of tenure, and you said yes.
yep.
I mean, the principal would love a reason that he's able to get more power.
Yeah. Uh, today, because I'm looking at I'm looking at the fourth Red Bull. I'm like, I'm not gonna drink you.
That's probably wise.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
please don't
is
like don't be like my friend. Please don't.
Yeah, I know.
so for
My
brief
friend is
chronology.
my friend is like so we go to the gym all the time, right? My friend's the type to tug down 2 to 3 scoops of pre-workout on top of an energy drink. Like he'll mix the energy drink with the pre-workout.
Uh,
Hmm. Hey, it's not like my father who drinks at least 2 20 ounces with probably, if he's able, a couple 8 ounces of Red Bull.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, Vaughn.
and I'm the type of person that dark chocolate has enough caffeine to affect me.
I wish I was like that.
I just don't drink
Damn
energy drinks unless they have
same.
flavors.
I don't drink
I
or
don't
eat a lot.
need caffeine to function. It just feels nice to have caffeine in my system.
I have a caffeine addiction.
I will. I'm holding it off until like I really need it, and then I'll
Yeah.
start most effective.
I
The
get
closest thing I
real.
drink to like big caffeine is soda. That's the most caffeine I consume in my body, not
Yeah.
counting early morning coffee if I have it.
I get very bad headaches, and it's very hard for me to function if I don't have caffeine in my system.
I try to stick to water.
Same. Whenever I'm working, is mostly water, but when you're like when you're at a store and you see where you see the good source of caffeine, you're like, I can't. No.
I have
Yeah,
like
you
a good 34-ounce bottle of water during work during the day before getting home. Then I have a soda if I decide to have a soda that day.
Mm. You know, like those jugs of water. I carry one of those around in the work truck.
There. I walk to work, so it's just that would be a big fucking hassle.
Yeah. If you wear a backpack, you could probably have it in there.
True, but then I'd have to try to fit my backpack into my locker, and that thing's fucking abysmally small.
Oof.
You can always wear one of the funnier beer hats and just put your drinks in them.
True, but then that would require me to buy something for work.
It also probably doesn't look good for your work if you have something like a beer hat.
Yeah,
Mm.
no, that wouldn't look good for me at all, considering I'm a daycare guy. I work at a daycare/teen center.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, that
I
that actually would
That's
be
understandable.
actively bad for me.
I'm not gonna
I
lie
hope
here. For my job, that would be funny as hell.
I hope your daycare is sanitary. I used to work at one for a time and it was not pleasant.
Oh yeah, no, we are very sanitary, but then again, we're also a military one, so we probably have a lot
Ah,
more like restrictions
regula
and stuff set up.
regulations.
Yeah, 'cause, like I've already been working for like almost 2 months, and I'm still a red shirt. It's like I'm still in quote unquote training.
Hmm.
It doesn't help from the small bits that I've been hearing of you. You're helping get somebody, what's it called, fired?
Yes, although since we are streaming, I will not discuss that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
very wise.
I want to say this. Everybody, I hope y'all's job has been good.
And be good at
I
your be good while you're at your job. Don't be a fucking prick.
yes.
Honestly, I'm honestly I'm just more or less my job is more or less being an online artist at the moment because I'm haven't got a single interview in years.
Uh,
Damn.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no,
I
job market sucks, so I'm just more or less an online artist for hire.
It'd be
yeah,
like that.
it feels like that.
It does be like that.
Okay.
A fairly good one though. I have been commissioned a lot this past month.
That's
Yes.
good. Your work is very, very cool.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I've been debating commissioning. I just need to figure out your prices, and I've just been too lazy to actually DM you about it.
Ah, I could just shoot you if you want that.
After sessions, that way I don't clog up more time than I already am.
Yeah.
Yeah, also I need to figure out like for the JoJo campaign if I want to try finding like if I want to commission or if I want to just find an image online. I don't know if I have like a good enough image of my character yet.
Yeah, I do not think I have a good image for tabletop sim my for my girl yet. I'll definitely have to sketch out something at some point, but for now I just have her pick crew.
Yeah, I guess like don't even know what my guy would look like yet. Even I'm like I don't have like a physical image in my brain.
Wait, the image of your character for JoJo's game, the image that you sent into RP chat actually seems like it would just work very well. It looks like it would work well in what's it called? Tabletop sim.
The one tiptoed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh, The image itself looks like it would work well in tabletop sim.
Yeah, but I always prefer half bodies on tabletop sim because they look better on them.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
Like
I
that's the big reason I have preference for Roll20 over tabletop sims because like when it comes to Roll20, I like icons on those because I like how they look. But tabletop sim, I feel like it's better ratio wise if it's half body.
mm,
yeah.
I really just need to get fucking PayPal. I've been putting off touching PayPal for so long. I really just need to deal with it.
pay feels fine for the most part. Their fees can be annoying, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's not like unreasonable.
Mm,
Yeah, they only charge you like a certain like about 4% of what you get paid off an invoice, and that is the only fee they charge you consistently.
okay.
We still waiting for what's his soul?
I'm here.
No,
Yeah.
he's
I-
been here for a while. That's why I said
Uh,
no to Tip sending me the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was.
I was just waiting until somebody was like, "Hey, let's get." I was just letting y'all have a little bit of chatting time.
I appreciate the. I do think I'm at least ready.
I was waiting for the rest of you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Trixie, do it now!
Trixie, do it now. Snaps Professor Gray's neck.
Cut the red wire, Trixie. Cut it.
Kiss his
Murder.
tie. He, during the break, he found out Professor Gray was a bomb.
I was gonna say Mr. So you found out my name. Mr. Gray backward is Jack Jones.
I must say, I'm proud of your students. You're a lot smarter than I gave you credit for.
For a bunch of kids. Okay.
I would have gotten away to it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah. So, Professor Gray does look at Cam and asks if he can see your the staff or
Ah,
the wand.
sure, go for it.
He looks at it. He examines it. Certainly, this wasn't used in a summoning. It looks much too whole for that. Is there anything else I would know about this item, GM?
Okay, the staff itself. It is, Bound Wand. It looks exactly like Bound Wand.
Okay.
Certain particulars of it. It seems like it's been altered to fit into something. Cough, cough, cough. Watch out, staff. Uh, and it seems to be just in itself the normal
Okay.
bound wand, but with one slight difference. Bound wands usually don't. Usually, bound wands you have to. You can't store energy in them usually.
It's a very clever modification of a classic bound wand. Seems like you'd be able to keep refilling it at your convenience.
Convenience is a tough word here. Either I find something to suck the juice out of, or I take my own juices and put it in there.
Yes, that is how things probably will have to be for a good while. It takes a very long time to get your own complete magical reserves. He hands the wand back to you, very handle it with a lot of care.
Thank you.
As I will also describe one last thing. Let's put this in a simpler term. With how Cam is, if it didn't have that modification, Cam would have to be spending HP each turn just to cast a spell.
Yeah. And I don't believe I have gotten your name. Looks like Cam.
Ah, I'm Camellia.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Camellia.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Gray.
Mm.
Nice to meet you too, Jack Jones.
And I'm glad to see that your dual spirit seems to be doing very well for himself.
Wait, I just have to ask this question. Is Cam still in the bikini inside the rubber duck?
So imagine Laquari is holding the rubber duck now, but Cam is still in their bikini. They have no reason to change.
Okay.
Professor Gray has not acknowledged any of this is weird.
Fair. I mean, I'd consider this to be the least weird. in this
Yeah.
school.
Much weirder around here.
Yeah, no, Cam's still in their pink lemonade bikini.
Uh, he, Mr. Gray gives like a very polite nod to Laquari.
Lucari
Yee.
puts down the rubber duck, nods back.
Yeah, he's gonna be a bigger cat. Pats Corey.
Yes, it's very impressive, especially you said you only got summoned here pretty recently.
Like a few days ago, I think.
2 to
You
3 days ago.
A question mark amount of days. You seem to be
It's
quite in
that.
tune, right?
If you want me to be honest, it's actually been about 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 days ago.
I don't check my calendar a certain amount of days.
Kids these days with their dates and time.
Where I was
Fuck
from,
my-
time was a myth.
Back in my time, my people feared the sun.
My god ate the sun, killed humanity, and then they had to make us out of. They used us to make the newfangled humanity.
You knew humanity with
You
your
knew humans.
technology and your
After the god ate the sun and then became the sun. Mayan, I think that's Mayan. That's some sort of what's it called mythology.
You humanity and your indoor plumbing and straw houses.
yeah, exactly. Um,
And your
Yeah.
nuclear bombs.
he doesn't know about those.
Yet.
Those who know newfangled.
Newfangled nuclear bombs.
How does this thing work? No, so and is there anything else? Would you like to share a little bit more about yourself? I would love to know more about like the context of where you come from.
Sure, shoot. I might know things. I'll be real with you. I didn't really pay much attention to human society. I was more focused on cooking.
Ah, that's also very interesting. Have you noticed are most of the foods here similar to where you come from?
Uh, Honestly, yeah, a bit of cuisine here is definitely a bit of same kinds of like cooking styles and whatnot. Though definitely different materials. I got to cook a dinosaur.
Very impressive. Their meat can be very delectable if served right.
Yeah, I basically treat it like a gator meat.
Mhm. And here's the question: is Aqua like visibly like in a position that kind of is trying to avoid attention?
Kind of, yeah, her eyes are kind of slanting towards the other side of the room. She's looking like above him, not at him, things like that.
Yeah, okay. There are physical signs. So he's just gonna like, and it's very interesting. You all came from at least a very similar world that probably has to do with the fact you were summoned together to a certain extent. Um, have you talked about any differences you might have found between your worlds?
Uh, Not really.
Nothing super specific. Oddly enough, I think me and Zombie are from very similar worlds.
Uh,
We just haven't had a lot of time to talk about it.
well,
Uh,
now's a very good time.
do you guys
Note.
know the bands Guns N' Roses?
No, I don't. Me out of character, I love that fucking band. So it's paining me to play this character.
Nah. Unfortunately, Cam hasn't encountered a stand named Guns N' Roses yet.
Oh, wait a second.
The quarry knows the band.
Look, oh, oh,
The quarry shrunk.
oh yeah. What are you talking about? Well, car's always been this size. Uh,
Of course.
I think at the Beast Kingdom, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't even fully remember it. Uh, they have disc with the name Guns N' Roses on it. These were disc thingies.
Oh, CDs must have gotten here, or somebody must have came in with it.
Mm.
Zombie has
What is a
a
band,
band
by the
called-
way?
Hmm?
What's a band?
like a rock band, orchestra, people who play music.
What's music?
God damn it, Cam, why'd you roll that 20 on music? Oh wait, you're a JoJo character, that's why.
Yeah.
That's all.
Music form of stands.
Just music is power.
Oh yeah, one of them rock bands. One of the people who get their music selling in the CD store or record store or label store, wherever store, maybe even on the internet.
Okay.
Aqua just looks really fucking confused trying to figure out what music is.
Professor Gray will actually be um it is music is when people make certain rhythms and noises just for the sake of hearing them.
Oh, you mean that ancient art?
It might be for you.
It's like
Uh,
it's
from-
like it's like this. Cam taps their finger on the desk like a drum.
So then, yeah, it's like it's ancient times. Back when I was taught history, music used to be a big thing, and then it kind of stopped because of the war. People just lost the spark, so I was told.
Ah,
Yes, there is a certain sort of magic to music. If your world lacks that, that is quite sad.
yes, wars. Uh,
World War II.
I had that too. Uh, there was one that was brewing right before I left. I believe that was with Afghanistan, Iraq, the one in the Middle East.
Those
Uh,
still exist in your world?
I'm in real. I never pay attention to the war stuff.
yeah, one of the planes from one of our planes was coming in and hit two of our towers, skyscrapers. That more started that. So
That's interesting. In my world, during World War II, the Middle East was kind of wiped out.
okay, so yeah, I guess we do have a bunch of differences.
Indeed. A similar style world, same rules, just different events, possibly. Things
No,
played out
no,
differently.
yeah,
Right
no
now, in the
magic.
year 2021, the current state of my world is that there's the French Republic, which is controlling of all of what, let's see, back in, she starts trying to think in her head. I don't remember when World War II was, but that used to be Europe. But now it's the French Republic, America, and then the Wastelands.
Well, I'm also from the year 2021. I think France is still France.
I like that Cam probably only knows that because of French cuisine.
Yes. They I will have you know right now Cam knows Spanish in a bit of French because of the cuisine.
That's funny.
I also like I like how Aqua just straight up admitted that like majority of her world is wasteland.
Yep.
Oh no, nuclear war.
Yep. America and Europe are the only places that were spared, and Europe is now the French Empire.
Definitely Trixie has like an oh shit look on her face of like, but like
I gotta tell you, Cam,
you can't see it. She's not facing you.
I gotta tell you, Cam assumes you mean one of the bigger desert places in the world.
Yeah.
I got
Hmm.
because I would say this much. I was rolling to see if how much I pay attention to wars. It's a nat one, so nothing.
Nothing.
You were talking about languages earlier. The one I'm speaking is the only language in my world that's left.
Hmm.
Even
Ah.
with France there? Huh.
They kind of have their language, but they use this language more.
I'm surprised they don't use. I'm surprised they didn't just make everyone speak French.
Right?
Well, I think according to what I was told, that was the idea, but then the government of America said no.
Makes sense. French is hard. I only know like a few words in that.
It's a dead language in my world, at least to Americans like myself.
I took Latin. Just Vaughn off to the side.
An even more dead language.
Yep.
Yep.
I will say
Uh,
because she doesn't understand the context behind it. In her world, America and South America are just one America. It's one supercontinent.
Professor
The
Gray
great U.S. of A's.
will actually like get Vaughn as you mutter like I learned Latin. That's actually a more of a skill than you would think. For some reason, a lot of magical texts, a lot of out of all the languages, Latin is like decently common considering.
It is a very old language where I come from, so maybe
Yeah.
What's
that's a
Latin?
big reason. Oh, uh, it was invented in Romania, one of the places in Europe. Uh, how to? It, Cam, do you know Italy?
Let me. So definitely the answer is yes, but I'm gonna roll how far they got into Italy cuisine at this point. Ah, yeah, no, they have Italian food's great.
Yeah, uh, that area uh, was sl- was slowly encompassed by a empire, grew into a big power, and they made a language, mostly stealing from others around that area and creating Latin. Uh,
Ah, well,
and
I'll
with
probably,
said, sorry,
well, I'll probably get around to learning Latin at some point, but I'm mostly interested in the food.
if you want to get into magic, apparently.
I was just gonna say really quickly, Banshee will pick up. Actually, a lot of words in Latin just translate to pure magical things.
Yes, it's one of there's two or three languages like that. It's quite fascinating.
Yeah. Let's not talk about basic Draconic.
Yes.
Man, if I was just a few days from starting Latin, I could have learned magic easier.
If you
It's
want the easiest language to know, I would recommend you try. She gives a she gives a small smile. She gives a evil smile. Try learning Ancient Draconic.
Ah, sure.
I
Can't be
do
hard to
not
learn English.
I do not know if your throat is capable of making the correct noises for that. It might be.
Aqua then pulls out her dual deck and starts looking through it.
Yes, that's a couple of good ones. Latin, Hebrew is also pretty good. And there's some. Don't know if any of the Draconic, Old Draconic. If you know any, your world doesn't have,
Zampanese.
so I don't really know what other languages you have. Apparently, just two in this one's points at Aqua. which I bet like Aqua does not like particularly.
She doesn't notice it because she's looking at her cards.
Yeah, that's completely fair. Trixie's definitely like looking over your shoulder.
She'll like move a little bit. She doesn't mind Trixie seeing her cards.
Yep.
Well, I know the ones I said so far don't really make up the whole thing. There's still like dozens of languages left I haven't learned yet.
I know a decent amount of languages. If you're interested only for the magical applications, I'm sure I can at least help you in your studies.
Shoot, if Latin is just want to be a part of it, I might as well. I was already going to get to it so I can learn Italian food better.
He nods, and like I don't know, like there's no way you would know this, but like Professor Gray has like a mental notebook, and in like bold letters, there's like all examples should be about food for this one.
Yes, you learned the one lesson of how to teach Cam
How to teach
anything.
Cam relate
I
everything to food.
I'm gonna be real. They learn English because of food.
Yeah, look,
I
it's a
think
pretty.
another. I think the one thing we did go over when we first met each other though was this: as she holds up her deck, dual monsters.
To your world.
I think in Cam's world, I don't remember. Cam, did it exist in your world? I can't remember. I thought it
Oh,
might have.
I rolled to see if Cam knew what Dual Monster War. They do not know. If you want the
Yeah,
answer from me, then yes, they do exist in that world.
yeah. She was, as far as I'm aware, Cam didn't know that it existed, so it
Hmm.
might not exist in her world, but I'm unsure. Vaughn, I'm not sure if I remember his answer or not.
On Magic.
No,
I,
on dual monster
you,
cards,
Ah, I
whether they existed in his world or not. 'Cause I
oh
know that was one of like our main conversations we had when we first met each
oh
other in
right
character.
right yeah. Vaughn does you Vaughn did say that Dual Monsters, also known as Yu-Gi-Oh in his world, was part of his world.
We both shared. Vaughn and I shared that in our world it was called Yu-Gi-Oh. And she holds out her deck. I had a deck
Most
like this at home. I played it very frequently.
It was actually the reason we call it that was because it's what the show was called, and after that, the name stuck.
That's why we
very.
called it that too, actually.
Wonder if your familiarity with our world made it easier for you to cross over.
Mm.
An interesting question.
But that's just a theory. A
That's
spatial
just a
time theory.
I feel like that's a reference to something, but I don't get it.
yeah.
The Bond
Vaughn.
with Aqua there.
That's just a theory. A game theory.
And so the deck you came with was one you were familiar with.
No, it was completely different. There's only one card that stayed the same that she pulls out Hammer Shark.
Mine actually was. Mind you, I only bought a starter deck and grabbed some cards off to the side. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, he he pulls out the 5 cards that were from when out of character when I chose the 5 extra cards. He pulls out those and says that includes Banshee. These were added in.
Hmm.
I used to
Uh,
play Ice Barriers when I was in my world.
Laquari just came to me, and I know how to play his cards ever since.
So for one of you, the dual spirit was old, the other every other card, and the third did not know the game existed.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think Laquari is new, actually.
He looks at Laquari.
Lucario looks at them, looks at you. Wait, quick question. What generation looks at? Wait a second. I points up stuff. I know I'm not considered a new card. From at least information that I got from my predecessor. And most words were considered old, from what my predecessor says. The correct parts of the correct chemicals.
You are an old style summoning method, like your archetype. At least in my world, you're
Okay,
fusion monsters.
makes sense. At least I think for the predecessors were usually it usually starts out with fusion.
Ah,
For
yeah,
my
you
world, it
said
It's
was
the most
fusions.
common. Now go. Travis,
For my
go.
world, it was fusion, synchro, Xyz, and then links.
I didn't understand a single word, but I'll go with it.
Pendulum summoning did not exist in Aqua's world.
You
For the
monster. You got rid of the best summoning.
Fantastic!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Fantastic.
I'll admit, Yu-Gi-Oh! Just came out when I started playing it. So did the show.
So,
The show is really old here. There's like I think 6 other series already, going on a 7th.
question:
Jeez,
does Sevens exist in Aqua's world?
No, that's the newest one coming out.
Okay.
oh jeez, and with the same main character, man, they must
Oh
have
no, they're
really
different
stretched
characters
that
every
out.
time. Like
Oh,
for the
How
fusion
about
era,
you?
there was like set in an academy, and there was a guy named Jaden. He used elemental heroes. They were really cool.
I feel like Bolt would be obsessed with those.
And I don't know about you all, but I just been watching a Great British Bake Off recently.
That's fair. I was watching a documentary on sharks earlier.
wait, hold on. Are you talking like before we came here or after? Actually, is there TV here? He looks towards Mr. Gray.
Oh, you can buy
You
one.
you asked the wrong person. Uh, I think I'm gonna make a roll for Mr. Gray just to see like. The answer is yes, but does he know this?
I was just gonna say, I don't think Mr. Gray would know.
Probably not. There's like one stat that I can maybe see him. I can like maybe convince myself, but probably not. Let's triple check.
And I was watching it before we got all zooped up.
Yeah, me too.
I will be honest. I do not know exactly what you're talking about. I know there are viewing screens you can watch like things that are happening somewhere else if you set up a camera and a place to view it.
I just know I
Okay.
didn't have to learn another language to watch that show. It was already English.
Though I will say, um, you are not allowed to set up cameras around the school without explicit permission from the principal.
I'd hope not.
Good. I don't know how to do that.
Vaughn looks at Trixie.
Trixie looks at you. Trixie gives a like. She gives a look that's like, if I could, I would.
Ah,
Trixie, in the past, every single time, as we do a little flashback in Trixie, every single time she's tried to put camera anywhere, she has failed. Even in
Yes.
her own room, she has failed.
Trixie will actually like speak up. Yeah, they're really strict about that. Actually, I've not that I've tried, but I've heard that when other people tried, they got caught near instantly, despite being super awesome.
Well, that's
And
good.
Yeah, that is
I
one
think
way to.
I think I'd die of embarrassment if someone was recording me in any way.
Trixie breaks her hat. Camera whizzes out.
Camera. That would be very
Trixie
funny.
new goal: put camera in Aqua's room.
Nah.
I was gonna. Okay, if you want me to put this in simpler terms, Trixie, it would be an impossible task for Trixie.
Yeah.
Even
This is
though
a
even though Trixie has a lot of fucky shit, she can't deal with that amount of fucky shit.
yeah. Nope.
Also, sorry.
You can talk.
I was gonna say, quick question. What's this going on behind me?
I just been doodling. I'm just sitting here quiet, so I've just been doodling.
I thought you were gonna reveal like 5 minutes later, Cam, roll the die and shoot me.
uh, who said in 5 minutes? Roll a die.
Nah.
For real or no?
Yeah, I'm being real. Roll a die.
Okay.
God. I was looking at that like that's a remote.
Okay, well, I'm currently locked into a red fire.
God damn.
15.
Jeez.
Yeah, he wasn't able to do it in time. Wait, that would be a d20 actually. So he would take. So he would take that one.
I will say if this is something that's gonna like harm Cam, Professor Gray will probably try to stop it.
No, it is something in particular.
Okay.
Cam, as you're sitting
Yeah.
there, you realize something. Some reason, somehow, this weird, this weird, tiny-looking different carpet somehow has ended up underneath your chair. As Required pulls on it, taking your chair.
Wow.
As you land on your butt,
My ass.
Trixie laughs.
Required
This is
takes
when
the
I make
chair.
jokes.
I
Trixie,
have no idea why. I have no idea why he did that, honestly, but like it is funny.
Required takes the chair, and puts it on top of another chair. And then he grabs another chair, then stacks that again.
Combination.
As he changes sizes to stack another chair. Until y'all, if y'all want to stop him, you can. But y'all can keep going. He's just stacking chairs now.
Yeah.
So what was this a carpet or what?
I'm not gonna lie here. It's supposed to be not even. It's supposed to be not really even a carpet. It's supposed to be cloth, but who fucking cares? It's better carpet looking.
Carpet makes more sense to be like just underneath someone's seat.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
All right. Vaughn just then goes, okay. But a big reason why we're all here specifically is to get a general gist of the world itself, so that we can pick certain missions and not get in over our heads. The last one was Trixie's package delivery, which landed us in the middle of a dinosaur fight, as well as us having to deal with a unruly host. What was her name again?
Angel Mischief?
Ah, yeah, her.
It was a lot of fun.
As we cut back to the points of a lot of bad shit happening.
Yeah, we
Cam
flashback.
getting stabbed like 3 or 4 times. Sam Bell hanging on an upside down crucifix. Corey's emotionless corpse.
There's like a good 10 seconds just focusing on zombie keeping like like things that you didn't see in session of him constantly being bullied
By Cam.
by Cam specifically.
God.
I think funny enough, despite getting stabbed 3 times, I still didn't take a wound.
You
Yeah,
okay?
you bought him.
The people who took a wound, what like I think the only person who wounded during that combat was Trixie.
Trixie wounded, but she also took no damage from anyone but herself.
Yes.
She even healed the boss.
She even healed the boss. Trixie was not good that fight.
Yeah. Crystal was already wounded getting in there,
Yeah.
and she was at the end of it on 2 HP.
Crystal's a fucking champ. She clashed with the boss and won.
Let's just say the
Multiple times.
damage. Let's put this in simpler terms with what's called with Crystal. Other 10 could mean anything. I mean anything.
Professor Gray is gonna consider your question, and after like a bit of him just going, the world. I love this world very dearly, but there are dangers most places. I would suggest if you want to find missions that are not particularly dangerous, go for missions that have particular requirements. The vaguer things are, the more likely it's just going to be try to survive. If there are specific goals, if it's looking for specific talents, you're more likely to have to use those rather than your fists. But the reason we give you these missions is so you can experience this world in smaller doses. And that includes things not being entirely predictable.
Well, my talents are survival and cooking, so I'm good with either of those.
Hmm.
I'm
My
sure.
skills are very specific, so I'll just do whatever you guys pick.
Here's the thing. I would make sure to check every once in a while there's a board where we put up missions and requests. You'd be surprised what people want. It can be very specific.
I want a single milligram of peanut delivered to me on top of Death's Spire.
I want to say
Mount
this.
Cooler and the staff of badass.
The
I-
stroke of
I want to say this real quickly because I've regained the first Banshee token. I thought that was funny. I just regained the first Banshee token.
The first.
It was stuck underneath the table.
is yes, I do wish I could guarantee you that there would be certain missions that I can say with certainty would be safe, but I unfortunately cannot. Though, like Camellia did over here, if you all share with me what you're interested in, I can let you know if anything comes up that I think you would want to know.
Well, I just did a bit of track and field and figured out I can actually go really fast. Not just with strength, but my body seems to be able to be more, well, stretchy, as he literally does a 90-degree angle with his torso. No snapping or any straining on him that anybody can hear, but it looks really weird as he then sets himself back.
I missed the days when I could do things like that.
The
I
fact?
miss when I didn't have a cracked back.
Bark the fact?
Oh,
Something
Oh.
just pops out.
I'm very glad that you decided to show up.
Uh,
Are you having a good time? He like is Starts petting it on the head. But
It does the iffy head. Bye. As something else seems to step out from its shadow. Both of them seem to be moving now.
I see you woke up from your nap.
They both nod.
I'd like you to meet some new students here. We have
Cam slowly approaches it with a dog treat.
It looks at you. Poyo, poyo, poyo. Uh, for whenever it's saying poyo, it immediately gets translated into your head. No, thank you.
How about you?
It looks at you, takes it.
it likes you.
It just stares into your soul.
Hey
Cute
there,
dog.
little guy.
Just
Uh,
sniffs you. Poyo, poyo, poyo. Poyo, poyo, poyo. Poyo, poyo.
what?
It gets translated in your head, but that's what it just sounds like this creature speaking. It's just saying poyo.
It gets translated as nonsense.
No. This creature can only speak in poyos.
Yeah.
It gets translated in your head.
What is it saying, Devon?
I was about to say that.
That's it.
Hey yo, weird divine corpse looking man.
Divine what? Hmm?
Poyo poyo, poyo poyo, poyo poyo.
Man, that dog likes chicken a lot.
Poyo poyo. As then it translates that into, I can smell energies. You smell of death and divinity.
Death and divinity. That's weird.
And then what it said to Kim is, please stop. Oh, what's Trixie doing?
Trixie's like turning towards Ogwen, just saying his dual spirits are super cute.
She's gonna pat her on the head. Yes, they are.
Zoe. That one just says Zoe's. You do not understand this one. It just looks over. As it does a thing of poyos and poyos. I just don't feel like saying poyo 45 more times.
Yeah.
Do you know who granted you this undeath?
Jack Jones? He injected me with something. I thought it was cyanide, but I just sort of.
As we do a quick run back, you do remember one thing: a person, Endymion, saying a certain thing to you. I'm making sure that What's the Soul remembers this. Do you, or do I need to re-explain it? Re-say the thing.
From Vaughn's perspective, he got injected, basically fell dead, but he never really went unconscious. He never truly lost his soul or went black. His body just wouldn't move while he inside of himself laughed while being thrown in the dumpster.
Yeah, I was just. Do you remember what Endymion said after that? After y'all met for the firstish time, where he says where your undeath bit is comes from.
I don't think he ever mentioned it.
He did say it. He did say that your undeath was technically caused from the goddess of the underworld, god speech. I need to look at the name of that Link 5 monster real quick.
Way to go, So. You now know the Link 5 monster.
I've said the name. I know I said the name because I just remember talking about it with people after.
Underworld goddess of the closed world.
Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Thank you. That is
No
the
wonder we can remember that.
It's a mouth.
Yeah, that was never told to me.
I remember saying it.
It was brought up, but like it was brought up at a time where a lot of things was like
Yeah.
We just killed Jack Jones at the time.
Yeah, that's why this creature's that's why the creature's saying what it's saying.
yeah.
After it says that, it looks over. It does more poyos. Okay. Also, gives it what equivalent of a dog fox thing's thumbs up. Keep doing good.
I will.
It seems to start to walk. It says poyo. None of you can understand that poyo as this one starts to move.
Trixie holds out a for the pure lily, and like as can I pick you up?
It gives the nod.
He does so. She is ecstatic.
Also, I want to say this. They might look small. It is close to Trixie height. These things are big.
Trixie struggles but barely picks it up and kind of like shows it to you.
I will catch it and hold it for you, Trixie. I could have just held it if you wanted me to. You could have just asked.
I mean, I thought I could hold it at first, and then I realized
It's
I'm
you
not
sized.
physically strong.
She smiles. It's you sized.
When
And she's holding with ease.
I was just gonna say this. You thought it was more fluff than what it was.
Yeah, he didn't want to say it's much heavier than it looks because that's kind of that's a rude thing to say about something.
She's gonna pat it on the head and hand it to Cam gently.
Oh.
It's incredible. Like I would like to point out, it's not as much fur as you would expect. It still is the softest thing you've ever touched.
It's a
Yes.
fluffy dog.
Comparatively, this one produces more fluff than that one.
Yeah.
Guess which one's softer.
Trick question, you can't.
You can't tell.
Can't
Trick
feed
question. That's not a
it
real
more
fact.
dog biscuits.
This one seems to pull out Aquar. It seems to go back.
And Professor Gray has like a very contented smile on his face as he sees people like enjoying his pretty much two dogs. They seem to be enjoying themselves, and people are enjoying them.
So if that's the case, so there are gods here, right?
Polyo,
Mm,
yes.
I assume so. We were
Well-
told there was God rank.
there are cards with God in their name that have a lot of power. If you actually, I don't know if you have any connotation with that word that might be inaccurate.
Wait, like Obelisk the Tormentor?
One of the very few divine attributes.
Does that card exists in this universe?
It exists.
Okay.
It no. Let me actually put this in better. Existed. Past tense.
Yeah, Professor Gray will say that that the obelisk did exist at one point. Those three were probably the closest that what you can consider a true god.
Obelisk? Vaughn, a bit confused.
Oh, that's right. Yu-Gi-Oh just came out for you. If yours is following the same line it did, it'll follow Yugi meeting Merrick and all that shenanigan stuff, and it ends up
Merrick?
needing to fight a god card called Obelisk the Tormentor.
Yugi, do you mean Mugi?
No,
Okay.
Professor Gray looks like incredibly impressed that like somebody would fight Obelisk the Tormentor.
and there was a character in the anime called Kaiba. I don't know if you've gotten that far yet. He's the guy with the big sweet face.
Yeah, he was facing Yugi as he stole Grandpa's soul? No, he stole his cards. That's right.
He
My
stole his blue
bad.
eyes. Pegasus stole his soul.
Don't know who
What
that is.
happened was Kaiba had Obelisk on the field in one battle against a girl named Shizu, and he sacrificed Obelisk for a blue eyes white dragon.
I am more surprised he would sacrifice his favorite card. Weren't those rare?
No. He sacrificed Obelisk for a blue eyes,
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
and that's how he won the duel.
As Vaughn is getting just dogpiled.
Pile! Please stop. Please stop. No! No! I'm joking.
And that's how he ended up winning that duel.
Huh.
And then some way somehow you all hear Joey should have won the duel. He should have won the duel against Ra.
Plot said no, though.
Plot said no though.
Wow.
He's-
I thought Joey was a bad player of the game. That's why Yugi was the main character.
I
Joey
always thought
is
Kristen
kind of like
would win.
Joey's the character that has all the potential. He just doesn't have it unlocked because he's very stubborn, very hard-headed, and set in his ways. And it's stifled his own growth as a duelist because he could have been better than Yugi and better than all of them if he actually applied himself properly.
Well, I guess we could learn from that Pat, as he's patting
Professor-
the doggos.
Very sage nod or like lessons are being learned. This is good.
I will also like to say this. We have to wrap up soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like soon in the next little bit because I have work tomorrow.
Okay. But for now, okay. If that's all that should be everything, at least for the immediate moment.
Yes, feel free to come back anytime. I'm always happy to learn more about other people's worlds and to shed light of the little I understand of our own.
Yeah,
Immediately gets up.
as the tiger just the quarry just fucking dog piles on top of all three.
As soon as Vaughn says thank you, like that's
Fine.
the Aqua just gets up and then looks at Trixie. Your leg's still cramped, or
Let me roll for Trixie. It's like that thing of like the answer is of course she's fine, but like
well, like what does she say? That's the real question.
I mean, do you want them to be fine?
For your own health, yes, but if you just want to be close to my shoulder again, I don't mind walking you somewhere.
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds fun. He kind of like leans on you.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Let's just pick a direction and start walking.
Okay. And she just starts walking out of the room.
Man, I know this is something Cam would never say, but I so wanted for them to leave the scene and say, "Later, nerds, I'm going to the library."
Oh, later, nerds. I'll see you at the library.
Also, after a few seconds with the pearlies, uh, p- the purple one seems to start to fall asleep. The brighter one seems to run over, grab them, and seems to disappear the moment that one starts to. After that one falls asleep, as it starts to glow for a moment. Speech. The purple one fell asleep, and then started to glow. The brighter colored one grabbed them and then disappeared.
Yes. I think that's a pretty good point to end it. You'll filter out of the room.
Yes, as I
Mhm.
shall end stream here because I am. I don't want. I can't run to 1 today.
Thank you for something.
See you stream.
Nice stream.
Bye.
Oh
See
yeah,
you
have a
never.